key to muscles and wealth. It's game day men's health.
And Dan, in September, it is Prostate Awareness Health Month. So go check out Game Day Men's Health. They will test your prostate without sliding in the digi. No lube, no digi when you get your prostate checked at Game Day Men's Health, one of 12 DFW locations. GameDay.dumbzone.com. You'll get 10% off TRT for life, should that be the route that you go. Get your T checked. Maybe you don't need your T boosted. Maybe you're interested in peptides. Maybe a little B12 boost. But while you're there, get your blood tested to get your prostate
Maybe just
out.
go just for that. Maybe you're not interested in the testosterone, but 15 minutes to save your life.
That's right.
That's what they're saying.
And again, if you're just going for the finger thing, you're out of luck.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But you're in luck at GameDay.dumbzone.com. It's Game Day Men's Health. GameDay.dumbzone.com.
Yeah.
Bow, bow.
One more sting and then the open. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So every week we now will have a newly produced open. That seems to be the thing, right? Because last week we had a brand new open brought to us by Jordan, George Richardson, and Caitlin. And then this week we have employed Prophets and Outlaws. We are here at the Prophets and Outlaws Studios, which are awesome. What a place.
An annual appearance?
I think one of them will swim with you today if you want to hop in the pool.
Oh, really? Maybe we'll do a little swimming. This is out your neck of the woods, huh? You live over this way?
Dropped my kid off at daycare, and 8 minutes later I was here.
Oh.
It was awesome.
Anyway, I'm Dan McDowell.
I'm Jake Kemp.
I'm Blake Jones.
And we are here with Prophets and Outlaws. We haven't seen them since, well, besides yesterday on a little Zoom call. The DZGSE, where it was a fantastic night, was had by all, or at least by us. Don't know if all had a fantastic night.
We deemed it fantastic.
Yeah. So this is very cool to be out here again.
Doesn't it just make you want to do like a decathlon of some sort?
Go on.
Not getting that.
Well, there's like there's basketball hoops, there's golfing. There's like soccer goals. There's a putting green. There's many things you could just go do sports-wise all around here.
What's Matt? What's the piece of land? What are we looking at? 2 acres?
It's 4 acres. We do have a soccer goal. We got 3 kids that love soccer, and then you'll see the 3 basketball hoops by the pool.
Yeah, and
That's gotten a little ridiculous.
yeah, 3 different hoops side
agree.
by side, different heights, which makes sense. But that's what I'm saying. It's set up for
every kid
games.
gets one for his birthday.
But you could put them at different heights for different point values.
Next year you could have the Dumb Zone Olympics.
I've been thinking something along those lines.
So this
Something
is
for Blake
out.
to crush.
This is kind of out in the country. Are there horses and everything in this neighborhood?
Down the road, there are definitely horses. I would say more so 10 years ago. But, yeah, we're still out in the country.
Because I have a
Back
horse.
then, you know what it was, Dan? A field.
Nothing but a field.
That's for horses.
With some horses.
I have a little horse complaint. I live in a similar neighborhood that's kind of out there.
This is a different note, Blake.
New segment.
This is not fighting with a wife. This is Dan's horse complaint.
Well, no, this morning. So there's some horses with people on them walking around the neighborhood this morning. And I walk around with these 2 tiny little poodles, as you know. And we take, we got a little poop bag, and this 1-inch poop went in your yard. Let me go ahead and make a big display because I want the neighbors to see that I am picking up my dog's stuff. So I got to make sure, I'm looking around, waiting for them to, okay, now I'll go do it.
Disinfect the grass.
Have I ever, do a shotty here, have I ever pretended to bag up the poop? I have.
Yep. It's like a fake phone call.
But they'll never see it anyway. It's so small. However, you can just walk a horse around the neighborhood, and they can deposit this giant pile right in front of your driveway, and then we're supposed to be like, nature. The horses
Wait, that's the expectation?
That's what's in front of my driveway right now.
Anybody from the horse
this
lobby
huge, incredible.
That's insane. There's no way you should be able to expect that is.
It would take my dogs months to put in, what they did in front of my driveway.
That cannot be the case.
That's not right.
No, poop is poop. That's in the Constitution.
Yeah, dude, you've met horse people, though.
Yeah, that is. They do. I used to think it was strange that the police horse was allowed to publicly just sort of defecate, and usually that's on concrete. You're like, all right, well, I guess we'll work around.
Well, this
that
was
now.
it's concrete in front of my driveway. Yeah.
In any case,
they didn't walk it into my yard, so that's good.
Yeah, but who knows? Out in the country, I don't. Yeah, poop is poop. That's my ruling.
Poop is poop. Let it be written. Let it be said. I want to promote. So, what we have coming up this week? What's your little list? Is this a Jason calendar, or do you have 2 calendars?
We have, two calendars. The Alexa SCAD goes on social media, and the Jason calendar goes straight to the subscribers.
Okay, so that's who complained at different periods of time?
Yeah, Alexa was complaining that it wasn't on social media, so she gets that one.
Okay.
And then Jason gets the email.
That is kind of actually how we remember, especially ladies' names. It's just if they complained enough about something in history. Rosa Parks.
Ladies be complaining. That's right. And not voting.
Yeah.
Although, who do we credit for that? Susan B. Anthony?
Yeah, we gave her a $50.
She had a whole $1, dude.
A whole $1?
Had.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
Let's remember had. Because we're like,
You're out of here with Pluto. Oh, Dan, did we ever do on the air that Dan learned kids are saying Uranus now? And he was like crestfallen?
No.
So, do you know this? Are you aware of this?
It is tough. Yeah, my daughter was we were talking planets, her teaching them to me mostly. And she said Uranus, and I'm like, come again?
So how old is she?
6, first grade.
So first grade, we're going through the planets.
Really, the topic was we were complaining about what a waste of time that is, rather than learning like how to a ledger for accounting or something.
So the first thing kids learn is like space.
Yeah. That's math is a little behind.
So we're still like...
Before we get to like compound interest, let's make sure you know that Pluto actually is FCS now. It got relegated.
Like before radio and TV and just stuff, like things, modern era, there was space, right? We would get out there every night. Oh, okay, it's a little different today. Let me track that. Like that's all you had.
So it just got ingrained in the...
But so we haven't caught up to like society. Like we don't have to teach space first. That could kind of be last or like a throwaway.
No, and for sure if
that
they're going to take
elective.
out the only fun part of space, which is the built-in Uranus punchline, and now they're saying
so they're actually saying Uranus.
That's what my daughter says, and there were other parents in the room that were like, yeah, I've noticed.
You, Matt? You sound like you have kids, or
we haven't gotten to space yet. We're still working on math.
Okay.
And, it sounds like the priorities in your situation are in order. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we have a different. Where we live, it's a bit of a different curriculum. It is patriotic, and it's patriotic to learn about space. But I wanted to promote the Wednesday show. We have a ballpark show. We did this last year. We do everything once a year. We're at Prophets and Outlaws studio once a year, and we'll be at the ballpark this Wednesday. And you have to go to dumbzone.com and then click the promo codes up there on the top, and then you will see how you can buy tickets and join us. They've set aside a couple of sections just for Dumb Zone listeners. We will be at the ballpark broadcasting the show starting at
10 a.m.
10 a.m. It's early, bro. All right, so we'll start at 10 a.m. on Wednesday.
They playing 2 of these things?
Blake
you got
is
a doubleheader
declared.
that day, or
No, it's getaway day, dude.
no?
You know
You
that.
look like I don't know.
Pat Murphy and the boys got to get.
We got the Brew Crew in town, our brewers.
I'm hoping they just park the bus.
And so we will broadcast across the street from the ballpark at a Lowe's Hotel, which is very confusing. Last year I went to the wrong Lowe's Hotel. There are 2 Lowe's Hotels right in front of the ballpark, right?
This would be a great time for me to judge you, but since I'm a good friend, I won't.
Well, you went to the wrong Whataburger when you had the address. This is just, all he said is Lowe's Hotel. I went to one of them. So there are 2 of them, and we're just guessing that people will know? Everybody's smarter than me?
Last year, most were, but I'll see if I can be a little more specific.
Boy, that's not near as bad as what I was thinking, and I'm not kidding. When I first heard some 10 years ago of the Lowe's Hotel, I was like, that's an interesting theme for
Like
for
you
a
could get
hotel.
some 2x4s.
There definitely are guys who are like, I would stay at a Lowe's.
Yeah.
So, and they'd put it in Arlington, so
So if
it
you're
made sense to me.
put in your GPS, it's the Lowe's Hotel, not the Lowe's Arlington Hotel. Not
The
to be
Lowe's
confused.
Hotel.
Yeah.
They don't want to be associated with Arlington.
And my mom cooks on Sundays. So yesterday when she was making food, I asked her to make a bunch of extra potato soup. It's a thing she makes. So if you don't have any food to bring into the stadium on Wednesday, I'm bringing a bunch of extra 16-ounce quart bags. It's quart 32-ounce. 16? I'm bringing in quart bags and big things of soup and a ladle if anybody needs any soup.
I was thinking
it's
just-
so good.
What if I just bring my own lunch, which is salmon, broccoli, and rice,
Mix it in.
a bag,
Season it.
and just carry it, and then I could warm it up at the Lowe's Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
They got, don't they have accessible? They got to have a microwave somewhere.
We'll find out.
I'll rent a room just just so I can warm up my stuff.
Or you can leave it on the concrete outside.
There you go, next to the egg. So yeah, go to dumbzone.com, or Blake will put it in today's show notes. Maybe.
I will remember to do that.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll get to that. Let's check in on Blake.
Shall we
great.
do a
I'm great.
weekend check-in on Blake?
Thriving.
A weekend check. Let's have this brought to us by the people that would put something over our house. The greatness of Qualis Roofing.
Well, Qualis,
I'm
I'll
sorry.
tell you
Well,
what about them,
grabbed you when
buddy.
you were
I'm gonna
walking
tell you-
away.
I messed
Hold
up.
on,
I
no,
messed
we
them
got
up.
we got a little open for this. Maybe.
I know. I'm trying.
Qualis Roofing, we've got drones.
Boy, they do, and they're gonna take those drones, fly them up top, and get a good look at that roof and inspect it.
They will. I never knew that until you told me last
The
week.
whole lead up.
I was last week years old when you
Yeah.
told me that Qualis Roofing has drones. But yes, apparently the insurance companies recommend you get your roof inspected twice a year. I think that's a little ridiculous. Let's at least make it once, though.
But
And
the
do
drone
it
makes sense now, though, because you don't. I mean, if you're gonna be going up there, once, twice a year?
Yeah.
You're gonna need a drone for that.
QualisGC.com. They're great. They're great with listeners of our show. We've had, tons of people just come up to us and tell us how awesome the experience was with Qualis. I don't have to have anybody to tell me how awesome my experience was. They put a new roof on my house. I wasn't sure if I needed one. I knew that we haven't had a new roof in over a decade. And they went up there, inspected it, and they're like, yeah, you got a lot of hail damage here, man. So we'll take care of it. They took care of everything. They dealt with the insurance company for us. I didn't have to do all the calls on that end, and all we paid is the deductible. So Qualis Roofing, go to QualisGC.com. Do they have a number?
They do. The phone number is 817-500-9008, and all of those are interesting copy points. But
There's one final one.
That's where he was leading you guys in it.
It doesn't matter.
Quality's roofing, we've got drones.
Magnificent.
Okay, let's do a weekend check here at the Prophets and Outlaws studio. Maybe get a little weekend check bed going for us. I didn't have a huge weekend, so I suppose I could start. What I did have was a weekly call with my mom, my old mom, who has an old friend named Rose.
What day?
I think Sunday. Why?
After the Browns game?
It was before.
Okay.
So she was telling me how there's 2 games on TV that day. One was the Browns and one was the Steelers. And she said that was odd that they were both on at the same time. I said, well, are you watching one? No, I don't watch them anymore. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So she didn't really have any updates on Shador.
Do you recall when the breaking point was? Did she watch Johnny Football?
I think it's just she's old and she might happen
Well, I'm
upon
not
it.
asking. Yeah. Do
But-
you remember in the last 10 years or so?
Oh, she knew Johnny Football.
Okay.
Absolutely. She knew Baker. She did, though, turn on the Steelers game for a moment and said, oh, my gosh, I thought that guy didn't play football anymore. And so I was like, you know Aaron Rodgers? And she goes, well, he was in the running to be the Jeopardy host.
Forgot about that.
Yeah,
And I said, oh, you watched all that? She said, yeah, he was terrible.
Oh.
He was horrible. She said the best guy was a former producer. But apparently he was sexually harassing somebody. So they ended up going with former champion Ken Jennings. And I said, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a word for this in the law. And I'm not saying that gentleman who was the best, according to your mom, potential replacement for Alex Trebek for Jeopardy didn't sexually harass anyone. He probably did. But there's got to be a long list of jobs and or shows, products that under current times, had what happened, somebody else would be in charge of. Like, that if that guy's harassment had come out in 25 and that job had come open, he was the person for that job in this cultural moment, maybe. But I don't know how bad, quote-unquote bad, his was, right? But we do know that some were different than others. So, how many people... But also, somebody's winning, right?
They should elect me.
Somebody gets to win.
I would like to be elected as
They're the decider of cancellation.
decider of how and what's your punishment. Like, how egregious is it Aziz Ansari egregious, where the girl didn't want to just be, used as an object or whatever? He's like, hey, let's get down there right now. She wanted to be treated more like the princess that she is, but she also just did it because she was with Aziz Ansari. It seems pretty cool to blow him. I can see her point. Who wouldn't want to do that to Aziz Ansari?
That was the worst part of it to me. Is I just can't imagine. Sometimes I actually try to imagine being a woman. Go call me gay. But I'm like, dude, I'm not getting Aziz Ansari.
Is it Louis C.K. whipping out his hog in the corner of the room and then looking at you just sit there in horror? Because that's what he's into. That's probably a little more egregious than Aziz, but not nearly as egregious as,
But the question
Harvey
is,
Weinstein. So,
is it lose Jeopardy bad? But where does your mom fall on this?
Well, I didn't get into that with her.
The buzzer was going off.
She's like, I wouldn't blow Aziz Ansari if
the Boost Mobile that you purchased her was running out.
But she did say, the talk usually goes, what's going on around there? How's the weather? She wants to know my weather. I get to know her weather. That's a good 10 minutes. Wouldn't believe all the rain we've been getting. She's like, oh, really? Yeah. Well, it's green then. I said, it is indeed. And then how's Rose? She has an 82-year-old friend named Rose who was not doing well, fell down. A couple months ago, had to have a little surgery. She's getting back around, doesn't drive anymore on her own. We've now taken the keys out of Rose's hands, which my mom is very happy about.
Will they Uber?
haven't-
Do old people Uber?
She does not Uber. That would probably blow her mind to try to figure out how to do the Uber app and all that kind of stuff. But she should. And she's seen no recent movies.
Yeah, I was trying to think of any blockbusters.
But she's looking forward to, and this is where it connects to you. She says she's really looking forward to Downton Abbey next month. But things just won't be the same without Maggie Smith. And I said, is that a fictional character's name or like the actor's name? And she's like, you don't know Maggie Smith?
Let's see, Maggie.
And I'm like, I've never heard that name before. She's like, she was
Yeah.
80-some years old and she just died. And I just don't know. She's been in this and this. And she's like, have you seen The First Wives Club? I'm like, no.
Well,
why would I have ever seen that?
Hey, this is a rare one, but I'm gonna have to go with Mama McDowell on this one.
Yeah?
Because I don't know this lady's name, but if I think British actress, it's her.
Okay.
She was also an extremely nice piece. She's like the female Michael Caine.
Okay.
That's a great.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you. And she kind of looks like him. I'm just saying you would know this lady for sure. But I didn't, I knew she was in Downton Abbey when I went to go see Downton Abbey. That's when
Okay.
I found out she was in it. And yeah, it comes out, I think Friday, which incidentally is a day that we're not doing a show. So
you'll be there.
I guess that's why you don't hire olds.
yeah,
Possibly in a series and don't hire real little kids, or else they'll end up looking like the Stranger Things cast. Is all
yeah. There's
25. and they're
casting
playing
is
15
rife
years
with
old.
problems because it
Yeah.
seems like there's problems when they hire the kids. You're hiring ladies, and all of a sudden there's problems with that. You were just
Right.
speaking.
You
So-
weren't fat before. Now you're
So
pregnant. All right. That's my weekend check. Clayton
Doesn't have a mic.
doesn't have a mic. All right. I'm going to assume
he
that-
wants to know a little bit about mine because I text Clayton now on the weekend.
Okay.
Because
Just about food?
yeah, pretty much. Am I able to play audio, Blake?
Do you feel like
Why wouldn't you be?
that's diminishing?
Just on a different plane, we can make our own rules. Why be a servant to the law when you can be its master?
That's me on the weekend. Okay, when it comes to food.
Okay. So you're trying to be healthy during the week?
I'm not trying to do anything ever at all. I'm living like an absolute banshee, dude.
All right.
I make sure I eat a little bit of broccoli every day. Outside of that, we were at Nomad Grills in Bishop Arts on Friday.
That was really fun.
It was super fun. Lone Star Beer was there, Zavala's Barbecue, and
Them Nomad guys are cool. I'm walking around
good
talking to
times.
them. Yeah.
So they had all beef, like Wagyu hot dogs with brisket and pico on them. And then I was planning on sticking around for the Rangers-Astros game, but childcare mix-up, I needed to get home because my daughter and wife were at Kids Bop, which I did not have to go to, but I needed to go get my son. So I went and got the kid. I got home and it was like 8:30. I'm like, well, I had 2 hot dogs at 6:30, but that's not dinner. Let's fire up the food delivery app.
2 hot dogs at 6:30 are not dinner for you?
And it was 3, by the way. And I'm only saying that because somebody's probably going to narc on me,
Oh,
Beth. But
because I had a sub sandwich at like 3, and that was my last meal of the day.
so they have like buy one, get one offers. And
But I'm
usually it's
better.
like a buy one burger. Great. Love the pickup option for food delivery places. Just do the pickup option, folks. But delivery was the only play. And Cheesecake Factory popped up. And getting Cheesecake Factory delivered seems like geez, what a gluttonous play. I actually just ordered 2 slices, buy one, get one, of cheesecake with the ice cream that comes with it. And I just had that for dinner. And I felt like God. Because it's like,
Wait, 2 slices of cheesecake and what?
And it comes with 2 scoops of ice cream with each.
That was your dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying is that people always talk about eating breakfast for dinner or eating just eat a dessert for dinner. Why not? It's the same. It's just calories, carbs. I felt.
But you're with your son.
Yeah.
And now what kind of example is this setting for the young
I was
man?
feeding him in bed. It felt like a dad moment, you know?
So just no rules for you.
And then wake up and eat the broccoli the next day.
All right.
Just break it. Break contained completely.
Not having soccer this weekend. This was like the last, and no Cowboy game. This felt like the last weekend, so we didn't do a whole lot. The boy could not be more than like a few feet from a toilet all weekend, and I'll leave it at that.
Well, I was thinking about you this weekend too.
So sleep was not,
As far as soccer, because it was rainy on Saturday. And I was talking to my wife, like, do you remember when we used to just be sitting at a field waiting? Are they going to call this game?
Dude, I'm in like the app where all
you're
the
there
coaches
all
are
day.
talking, and I looked at my phone. There was like 300 notifications of people just bitching of like, oh, you didn't tell
When are they going to update the rain outline?
I remember the rain outline.
That's what it's now. It's basically go to the website. Well, the website's down. People are fighting and I was just watching it like this is the last day that this doesn't apply to me. So we're just gonna ride it out. And then like I said, when your kid has the bottom problems, nobody's sleeping.
Well, I guess if you're feeding him ice cream for dinner,
he had a couple bites. He had a couple of bites. I had a really rough parent moment.
Well, you know this, Dan. Whatever is yours is theirs. You can't hide it from him.
And also,
that's what I mean. That's what I didn't know about this.
And I liked feeling like I was getting away with shit with my dad when I was a kid, man. That was the best. Like a late night, like staying up to watch whatever sport or whatever thing. And Major League. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. The regular Major League is on.
See, I'm trying to not pit it like it's us versus mom.
So
but it
hard
always
not to,
turns
dude.
into that.
It's so hard not to.
I want to be the good guy.
And then mom holds that against you because you're the good guy.
Well, she'll come to you and like, why doesn't he listen to me? Why doesn't he take me seriously? I don't know. I do the exact
Probably
same.
because you go nuts over every little thing, and I go nuts once in a while, like if it's something big.
And then, so my last thing is on Saturday, I took Nora to a birthday party. Classmate, it was at a gymnastics place. It was a nice time. It's a friend of hers. I know the dad. But all I could think the whole time I was there was how strange it would be as if, like, I'm talking to the kid's dad, and he's like, oh, yeah, this is a guy, he's a part of a podcast I listen to, and he's Blake. I'm like, okay. Just imagining that Blake is going to these random birthday parties across the Metroplex. I knew all of the other parents there, at least by sight, or, 90% of them.
I kind of know one.
And the ones who I didn't know were moms. So it's not just that he's a parent going to random parties, it's that it's a dad.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
He's got to stick out like a sword. And then
I do.
I'm watching this birthday party. It's probably 24 kids. Most of them at least know each other a little bit, and I'm imagining Brooks out there.
Nah, kids acclimate.
Like he's just assimilating quickly. It's a funny thing that he's added to his repertoire there.
Well, it's nice because all those parents that don't know me don't talk to me. The one person that knows me talks to me some, and then other than that, I'm just chilling. It's perfect. You don't want to be talking to these parents anyway.
Couple pieces of pizza and
I take a couple pizzas home. I don't see the problem here.
Well, that was my weekend. What Blake does every weekend.
Well, Blake's football, I just want to slide in a little Fair Lease mention here, fairlease.org. If you do need to have a new vehicle, leasing is a great option. Community Mechanical, by the way, the guys over there leased their fleet from Fair Lease. So, in fact, he says they got a great deal. In fact, Fair Lease bought them out of their D&M leasing contract because it was that good of a deal. So if you do have a business and you lease vehicles for that business, it can be a lot better than buying, and it can be a lot cheaper too. So go to fairlease.org and please mention in the drop-down menu that you heard all about it on the Dumb Zone.
That's right, fairlease.org. We've had listeners also tell us that they've had leases that Fair Lease bought them out of. It's worth at least checking out. If you're looking to get out of your current vehicle or your current lease, just go to fairlease.org, click How Did You Hear About Us, and then the Dumb Zone on the drop-down menu, fairlease.org.
Fairlease or Furlease? Sorry.
It is not, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
That was big.
I get a little lease on that fur.
So I got a little bit of Philly cleanup.
Fur Elise.
But first I went to...
The Fair Lease.
This was a birthday party of someone that I actually knew, and it was horrible. because my friends don't know what I do, and so it's like, how's work? Can't believe this weather. How much rain did you get?
You haven't told them about Burline.
That
I
stuff
assume.
sucks. They don't care. They don't care about Steve Burline. So we went to a place called Slick City in Frisco.
So you'd rather be at a birthday party, people that you don't know,
Yes.
and at least one person just peppering you with question about the dumb zone.
Hey, what's Dan like? Yeah.
You'd rather have that.
I'd rather answer that than how's work going. And don't tell me I'm wrong.
Because you just don't want to be generic guy.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And what do you say when they ask what am I like?
Great guy.
Thanks, dude. Thanks a lot.
Slick City.
Yeah, it's kind of an extreme slide place in Frisco, and where these kids get these mats, and then there's just like 10 or 12 different slides. Like one will go really fast down and then up and catapult them into like this mat.
It looks
which is cool.
awesome.
It is. It is
really
cool.
does.
Extreme slides.
Yeah,
with
with these mats.
Everything's extreme.
Yeah,
Right.
that weak shit.
But I walk in, and it was too noisy in there to hear if they did this the whole time, but they were playing Paradise City, but the lyrics were Slick City.
Take me down.
Yeah.
We're missing some syllables.
They
And
made
also,
it-
there's a lot of innuendo going on because I'm trying real hard not to do like that's what they used to call it when your wife came to town or something. Like Slick City, there's just a lot we could do here. So it's take me down to help us.
Yeah, what's the phrasing?
You nailed it. Like,
There's no way.
everybody welcome in
Take
to
me
Slick
down to
City.
the Slick,
Grab your
Slick
mats,
City.
and we're going to have some
It might be
titties.
double
I don't
up.
know.
Slick.
It's like
Yeah.
a kid's bop.
Sure, but not a bad bit.
Even
That-
more gross.
I don't mind this. You know what this is really is I mean, you see it with all these types of places. It's just anything you did as a kid that they can try to commodify as one thing, right? Like, so getting the cardboard box in the hill. That's basically what this is, but like 20 awesome versions of it with jumps and things like that.
But the basketball court with the trampolines was a big hit. It's just just everything is extreme, though.
I think it looks awesome.
It is. It was really cool. So I didn't tell you guys this, but we had a listener reach out to me who lives in Philadelphia, who gave me plenty of really good cheesesteak recommendations, which I hit up. And then we met up for lunch on Thursday. And have you guys ever been to Philadelphia?
I have. I don't know, like, walking around. I've only been there for a game.
Well, we went to a place called the Reading Terminal Market, which is just ginormous, just market with like any kind of food option you could picture. I mean, think of Legacy Hall on steroids.
Yeah.
And Legacy Hall is not the first place to do this. This is common, but it was an amazing place. Grabbed a cheesesteak from here, a pork melt from here, and he just kind of showed me around the place, and that was really cool. Downtown Philly has done a really good job of renovating, but not replacing. Like, every building was its original version. The first Philly cheesesteak I went to was called Sonny's. It was a really narrow place that used to be an old like bank building that they just kept up somewhat and is now a restaurant. And most of the buildings are that way. So walking around downtown was really, really cool. Philadelphia loves Benjamin Franklin.
Go on.
He's everywhere. Murals, statues, just everything. Benjamin Franklin was here. Benjamin Franklin did this here.
Ben versus Rocky.
Way more Ben.
Okay.
Way more Benjamin Franklin.
Could you give me like how long? I gotta hit the stopwatch here. Just talk Ben Franklin. Kind of give me the dossier.
Well, the first thing that I think of is the Kemp spin. Is that didn't he have syphilis?
That honestly, that was like having a.
That was the
freckle.
common cold.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I think you probably had to be just.
Are you saying for him, or what has he learned, or just any of us?
Yeah, really,
Oh, what did I-
really the two of
key
you in
and the kite.
particular.
I didn't
Kite
learn
and the
anything.
key, right?
The kite and the key.
Right.
Which I still doubt
Well, what do you doubt about it?
that he actually did that. First of all, you ever try and fly a kite?
Sucks, dude. I hate kites.
Not easy. Now,
God,
what
I
if it's
hate
kind of
kites.
rainy weather? Like,
Kites are on the list of things that for me anyways, I had to try to pretend to like because everyone else did, but something made for my skill
a lot
set.
of fun with little kids, though.
Who is everyone else?
Everyone else loved kites. Who did you know that loved kites?
I don't know. It seems like people can just get them up and they're like having a great time with them. But to me, I feel like they're a tremendous hassle. I feel like it's just like learning at 5 that you're not going to know how to put together furniture.
You want to be emasculated, though?
Used to it. Go
I
ahead.
know you want to. Go get one of the cheaper kites at Target or something. Go out to the park with your kid, and you're up there and you're trying to get this, and it falls down. Look how you reel back in, and then you start running again with it, and you can never get it up. And then you got this other kid and his dad, and he's got this huge like F-15 fighter kite or a giant, Woody from Toy Story or whatever, Dora, giant kite, and it's flying, and they're just kind of holding it, and the kid is holding it, and he's beaming. It's the greatest day of his life, and you're with your kid there.
Oh,
so you might want to just not do it.
Yeah. F kites.
I think I only went out with a kite twice. The first time there was no wind, so it was kind of like that, like it needed game day men's health. but then, like my dad was telling me, we need more wind. And so the next windy day we went out there, and then just the wind took it away.
You're like, nice excuse, old man.
What's really sad is when your kid is beaten enough, they're trained to be like, ours is fine too, Dad. You're like, all right.
Right.
It's like literally just
size doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's exactly it.
Yeah.
Just a different version of.
So I told you this on Thursday when we did picks. I found the Hitchpot murder scene, which was fun. But I had to pass the Betsy Ross house on the way.
What do you mean had to?
It's
Like,
just the
what's
way.
wrong with that?
I didn't choose to go that way. I was just walking, and then, oh, hey, look, here's the Betsy Ross house. There's a ginormous flag.
Man, they
London
paint her
flag.
stacked.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
There's no way, right?
I don't know.
So I just thought this was funny that right next to the Betsy Ross house was a physical rehab place. So on one hand, you've got some American history.
Yeah.
The first flag was made. What a special moment. And then just right next door, we've leased it out to if your shoulder hurts.
There's not much you can do about it, dude. Like,
But preserve the area a little bit.
there's gonna be a Burger King near the Liberty Bell. And why shouldn't there be? If you think about it.
Because there should be a Taco Bell.
Right. Some sort of combination, in fact.
Yeah.
Just indicative of
There's nothing
our culture.
there's just nothing you can do about it,
Well, it'd be better if it was a cooler place, not where you got a boo-boo.
Would it be cooler if the actual Liberty Bell, remember the old bell at the Rangers ballpark?
AmeriQuest.
If they actually put the Liberty Bell in and every time a home run was hit, or maybe when the Eagles score a touchdown, you're actually up there ringing it. Someone dressed as Ben Franklin.
Yeah.
Big giant jugged Betsy Ross is next to him.
Kid Rock.
And Kid Rock.
The morning of the game, I would say probably 30% of the people downtown had an Eagles shirt on, which is a lot. I mean, there were tons of them. And
Everybody looked like Dom.
in one way or the other.
Yeah.
But
Were there anyone with two eyebrows?
You feel like there's a lot of unification in
I
the
do.
because I wasn't looking at
eyebrow
that.
department.
But just that they care about their teams, and I thought that was cool. Like, I could tell it was game day downtown because
Yeah.
of all the Eagle stuff. And two different people that I walked past were saying goodbye to somebody or whatever, and they ended their sentence with "Go Birds."
So is the stadium downtown?
No, it's South Philly. It's maybe 15 minutes down the road.
Okay. Because, the Browns is like that. It's cool to be in a real football town where the downtown, there's a stadium, and everybody around there is walking around with their shirts. It's great.
Yeah. It's just cool. It was a cool city. I enjoyed my time there. And then I found City Hall, which had one of those portal things where we could wave to people from San Francisco or whatever.
Cool.
Show your tits immediately.
I stuck around to see if anybody would. They didn't.
That's talking
Why is the
about
portal thing cool
culture.
to me? Like, all
I
it
don't
is
know.
a webcam.
because you were into Star Trek.
It's like, whoa,
That
look.
has to be it, right?
Like, you could look at any time. You could see
Anytime.
someone in another country, whatever, on your
Right.
phone. But if you see it in this big round thing, you're like, whoa, that's a guy in San
Right.
Francisco. Let me
Right.
give him the finger.
And immediately, I think one girl got away with it twice at two different portals.
Yeah.
Do you think someday we'll be able to step into the portal? We'll be in San Francisco.
No, I don't. at all.
Well, let's have this gummy and talk to me in a half hour.
And especially if science is going backwards with things like eliminating Uranus, it doesn't feel like we're headed in the right direction at all.
Because the portal will go to Uranus.
That's
Yeah,
right. It
Uranus.
reroutes it.
So I was walking through City Hall and I heard this. Guy playing a violin. And I had to go watch for a little bit.
Did you go give him $1 or two?
$1?
No, he gave him $200 a month for the next 6 months with a retainer.
I said, this is a Venmo debit card. Here's the pin.
We've cut
I
Angelo.
technically own your IP.
It's you did an announcement. You know, we've released Angelo. We have signed.
But this was nice, just walking around really old building. There's a portal. There's a guy playing a violin. It was nice.
This is what this guy's doing.
Blake?
Yeah, this is his life.
I mean,
I had a little iced coffee I was drinking,
He's on the
listening to a little
clock.
violin playing. Yeah.
Isn't
this lovely?
I think it is lovely.
Anyway.
I guess this is what you do if you don't drink. I mean, I know what I was going to do when they're like, here, go to a Cowboys game. You have 4 hours before kick. I'm like, bet. I'll be back. And it wasn't this, so I salute Blake.
So a couple things from the plane. I told you that they walk around and you can either have grilled chicken or a filet on the plane. And so my establish the run guy is like, okay, what costs more?
Yeah.
Probably the filet. So I'll have that. Well, they don't give you a steak knife to cut that. They give you just this really dull knife. So I'm sitting there trying to cut a medium cooked filet with a car key.
Do you now have to bring your own?
In front of millionaires.
Right. And so I even did the move where I picked the whole thing up and tried to bite it off.
Ooh.
That didn't go well. So it was a whole endeavor. I know now not to get the filet on the plane. Although Creighton next to me did do the exact same thing at 2 o'clock in the morning as he's sitting there trying to hammer his filet next to me.
It is a really weird scenario. I don't know how many people like really realize what's happening here. You have a lot of people who don't make any money at all, and they're just randomly 16 times a year on a plane with guys who make 10, 12 million dollars, whatever a year, on the same plane. It's just it doesn't happen that often.
We're sitting right behind the people that, paid for the travel with the Cowboys experience.
Yeah.
Who are loaded.
Right.
And yeah, they got to sit
Oh,
right
they
in
have
front of-
that?
And then there's
Yeah.
like a guy like a ticket reporter who's making like $13 an hour to be there.
How many
So it's
people are
very
doing the-
weird.
No, Creighton ate for the week on that plane.
Yeah.
How many people are doing the pay to be on the Cowboys trip?
Rosa for probably 20.
Damn.
20 or so. 20, 25.
Wonder
Dude.
what that cost you.
It's probably,
$100,000?
I was gonna say like you get 2 for $100, and it's probably
And you're not flying solo. Like, you got to bring your kids and your wife.
There's a different world out there, my man. These guys play their events when people like that have birthdays. These guys show up.
Wow.
It was cool walking to my seat after the game, and all the players are already on board, and I had to walk past Brandon, give him a little fist bump.
No.
Why not? He just made 2 field goals.
After a loss.
He was happy. He made his kicks. Trent was happy. He made his snaps. Banger.
Punted once, twice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
All right.
specialist had a good night. And then my last thing.
All 3 phases.
I tried the guy in front of me, and like in the next section over was watching Dune, the TV show.
It's a TV show.
I guess they made a Dune TV show, and he was able to watch like 3 or 4 episodes of it on the way back, and it's got full nudity,
Oh.
and he was not ashamed.
There's a world where that's kind of all Pants DJ was doing, but then like 5 years later it's written like they were watching adult content on. But you're talking about somebody who works for the team?
No, he was on the Travel with the Cowboys experience.
Wow.
So maybe
About leaning in.
Maybe he was trying to maximize. But anytime that's happened to me on a plane, I'll dim it or skip. Or
I've told this
something.
story before, but it might have been the last time I watched a movie on a plane. That is not normally my game. It's convince myself it's work time. I pay for the Wi-Fi on the plane because I think it's incredible that for $18 you can get internet on a plane. You should just do it. But it's that movie with, ironically, the guy who got crushed by the snowplow, Jeremy Renner, the snow movie. Wind River, maybe? There's a brutal rape scene.
Oh.
And it appears relatively out of nowhere. And I was on a flight with
You're in the
a
aisle.
club girls volleyball team. I had switched seats with one of them. One of them had asked to switch seats, and it put me deeper into the middle of it, and it was so bad. So bad.
What did you do?
Bailed.
You have to.
Bailed. Haven't seen the rest of the movie. Haven't seen it.
Here
Yeah,
we
you
are.
don't want to pause there.
No, that's a good ending. I like it.
No, that pause on your movie, if you go back to someone else sees
Resume
your,
watching.
Your recently watched. Yeah.
This is where you
you left
stepped
off
out
right
here.
Okay.
We're going to slide into some sports and make it brought to you by Community Mechanical. That is our HVAC company. They are awesome. Travis over there at Community Mechanical.
We hear
Preventative maintenance.
We hear nothing but good things about our friends over at Community Mechanical. Yes, get your preventative maintenance done, and you get yourself some Dumb Zone merch in the event that you need a new system. Community Mechanical will hook you up with a sit-in. Should you get that new system? They installed what is known as a mini split in my house. We did a little bit of a remodel. If this is something you're doing and you have like an addition or a garage, they can help you with that. It doesn't have to be like a whole system, is what I'm saying. They've helped out lots of people, including all-pro kicker Brandon Aubrey, whose show they sponsor. CommunityDFW.com. Call or text 469-667-7290. These are good people. They're going to treat you well, Dan. They'll keep your house from blowing up.
Yeah, that's what they did with me with that preventative maintenance. Little thing in the attic was spewing out. What was it, carbon monoxide? I don't know, something that they said is bad.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, thank you, Community Mechanical.
Do you ever, speaking
not
of
having me
just
die.
things like that, carbon monoxide leaking, like accidentally bumping into maybe your stove, does it ever gummy thought that you just don't like blow your house up all the time? Like, do you just live in your house and don't screw it up?
Yeah, in a way.
I don't know how any
I'm
of it
amazed
works.
that we're able to raise kids and stuff, and they kind of lived and everything.
Like, you had a gas leak in your house. What would you have done about that?
Yeah, well, I'd call
Not much.
I'd call Community Mechanical. Right?
It's the only move.
Do they have drones? Oh wait, wrong one.
They may. I don't know.
If
what
you
they have.
ask,
Yeah.
No, Travis just reaches.
I know they do refrigeration stuff. He says they do the big commercial refrigeration, but also he was going to help me fix my refrigerator because it's making like a buzzing sound when I close or open one of the doors. I don't know. Anyway, they're great. That's the tagline is anywhere they're great. We can start in sports with NFL. Do you guys, do Prophets and Outlaws want us to start with NFL? Let's see. You are looking live at three guys who did not have to watch a Cowboy game or really do anything else. They could watch NFL football on their new big screen TV in the den. And it was glorious as we went around the league. We had the Washington Commanders, if we stay in the NFC East, really having no problem with the Giants. I believe Brian Daboll, after that game, did not give a vote of confidence to Russell Wilson. Somebody asked if he would commit to him as his starter for next week. He also said in that press conference that the reason they lost was not Russell Wilson. So we'll keep an eye on that. But, yeah, the Commanders.
I mean, what's there to keep an eye on?
Did you see the Dayball Neighbors thing?
No.
Dayball and Neighbors kind of got into a little shouting match.
No way.
And then later in the game, Dayball tried to do the, "Hey, we good, bro?" And Neighbors looked down.
Oh, he
Did not-
declined
He
to
did
say
not
we good.
reciprocate.
Probably going to be some declined bro hugs. Brian Dayball has about a month and a half, right? Maybe 2 months.
It's odd that he's still there,
We've done this a million times.
but I believe it's because they didn't want to pay a new coach. I think they're cheaping out a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. They had a previous GM that was – there's just – say what you want about the Cowboys. There's no turnover where the timelines don't match up. But that happens to other teams all the time. But they're not a threat. So really you're just trying to see if Washington is one now. Because even if Jackson Dart is good, they're not close. Well, they may be.
The Giants.
Yeah, but maybe in a year or two. But Washington, you just got to figure out what are they, because you know what Philadelphia is.
Nationally, the thought is that Washington in for a big regression, just because they had that easier schedule last year. They kind of came out of nowhere. They did make some off-season signings and deals, but they kind of got older in doing that. So the thought is that there's going to be regression. They did trade our running back who got shot.
Yeah.
Because of Bill, if you remember him from the preseason, from the Machine Report. And anyway, it's nice to open with the Giants, though. So that's probably the...
Yeah, and they won a bunch of close games last year. There's also the Cliff Kingsbury, he gets figured out sort of thing. Tends to normally happen during the season, but I don't know. It's just teams like that don't usually do that back-to-back years. So Dallas needs a split with them, I think. I think of all this in Cowboys terms. They're not getting into the playoffs if they lose a game to the Giants. So
yeah,
you've got to get one against Washington, but you can't just cede second place to the Commanders yet.
What's the spread on that Giants game? Giants are it's Cowboys at Giants next
I have
week.
not looked. Anybody want to guess out loud?
Wait, what'd you? No, the
Spread.
Giants are here.
Oh, it's here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I should have asked you.
Yeah. I hope it's here. I have not seen the spread.
Spread,
yet.
so home game, 3, I don't know, 6.5.
5.5.
5.5. All right. I was on the phone with Blake. Do you remember what I said to you when I called you, Blake? I said, Young Ho Koo is setting up for a potential game-winning field goal. Here it is. It's 30-some. Was it 40-some yards?
Yeah, and that's the only reason he called me.
And
just to walk me through the kick to see if Baker could.
And it was only a game-tying field goal. That would have sent it to overtime. But he went wide right, and Baker Mayfield does cover and does win at the Atlanta Falcons.
Dude.
Great game. Baker's great.
Baker's...
Can we just admit that?
I don't think he's great, but...
Top 10. Let's roll off 10.
Just give it to him.
Can I ask you to define it? Like I have to play a game tomorrow. Is it in my top 10 is what you're saying?
Top 10 tomorrow, top 10 the year. You want to quarterback your team all season long. Let's go over the quarterbacks that are ahead of Baker Mayfield.
Well, I'm just going to say
Would
this
you
real
say-
quick. I think it's interesting because he's not making $1 billion. They're trying it kind of in a different way. They got a guy who's making a lot, but not all of it. And on top of that, they got their own Ohio State wide receiver now. That guy's a problem. And
Egbuka?
Emeka Egbuka.
Yeah.
And
I think the G is silent.
you may be right. I gambled
The only
on
reason
it.
I remember that is because Nate Burleson said the G is silent like in lasagna in his highlight package.
Okay.
Attribute that to Lil Wayne and Lil Wayne only.
Mhm.
But even without Chris Godwin, like that's if you get a quarterback who doesn't make $1 billion and then be like, oh, what if we just load him up with wide receivers at this point of his career? It's an interesting way to
What's he
try.
making, like 30 a year?
I think they might have even re-upped it, but it's still way less than he's outside of the top 10.
See, the trick is, how do you have a guy and be able to just pay him back that?
You have to
On
fall
your first
bass
team,
backwards
because
into it, kind of.
I
But
think if the Browns had kept him and signed him, he wouldn't have signed for that low.
correct. You have to
but you have to bounce
fall
around.
But I like watching him play.
So-
We were on the phone yesterday when he was driving, and I enjoy it.
I would say number one the Browns have to regret it more. But I was going to say, who else is on the regret tree? Is David Tepper in Carolina regretting? Like, we had him. We could have just kept him.
Can we hold on a little bit,
and
dude?
no one
like
really
you're
wanted-
acting like if they had held on to Baker Mayfield that they would be.
But Baker Mayfield is good, and they wouldn't be worrying about, is Bryce Young anything, or did we waste by trading away 2 first-rounders and, just pinning the whole franchise future to Bryce Young, and then he kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean.
Because that's where we're at.
They've done.
And they
I'll
had
keep
Baker.
referencing the Greg Olsen thing.
And they could have had Baker probably at a really low, cost at that point. Because they just released him or sent him to the Rams. I can't remember. I think they just released him.
I believe you're correct, but either way, I mean, the argument is it worth trying to be good even if you don't think that the guy's going to be great? And if maybe they're thinking, well, he's Baker Mayfield. We're not gonna stop everything down for this guy. Now Bryce Young, I don't know. I never really thought that was like the next coming, but I think it's a good idea to just get a good quarterback who knows what he's doing and throw a bunch of weapons at him and see what happens. I would love for a team like that to win a Super Bowl. That'd be awesome.
Could be this year.
And really, the Eagles aren't that different from that. Like, they are because they had to pay their quarterback, but they drafted him to be a backup. So it's a little bit of a different model.
The game my mom was referencing, Aaron Rodgers against his old team, the Jets.
That was fun. I actually watched a decent piece of this back and forth.
Leads him to a comeback.
Hope you didn't take the under.
No, I'm not.
Unders were big this weekend.
Not doing any gambling.
You would have done well if you took the under on all the games. I wonder if that's is that common year to year?
No way to
do we
possibly know.
I was going to say, do we forget that every year? Like, does it take a little while for
They always say
offenses to get
defense is
going?
ahead.
Yeah. And then nobody plays in the preseason, so it might even take longer. Anyway, yeah. Then Aaron Rodgers was kind of smug in the post-game press conference about, guess people over here didn't want me. I don't know. Like anyone cares, right?
I think everyone's over him.
It's the Jets, bro.
Yeah.
It was fun. They asked him, "Did you specifically enjoy defeating Aaron Glenn?" Because he basically told you to your face that you couldn't play for them. He said, "Yeah, I enjoyed beating everyone in the Jets organization."
Well, they made him fly.
Yeah.
To New York.
Yeah.
For a meeting that took 5 minutes, and Aaron Glenn came in and said,
"It's not J-hole." I'm pretty sure you're able to get to New York pretty quickly.
Not a lot of nonstops there.
Chappie did well, telling us the Colts would should be favored against the Dolphins.
Did it again.
They destroyed.
Dude, I really hope that
Mike McDaniel, first coach fired.
I was going to say, I really hope that my dad's just a genius, the Colts are great, and Danny Dimes is going to have a revival, but I fear that that's way more about the Dolphins. Sometimes I got to take my getting way too excited about the new thing medicine, I guess. Mike McDaniel's going to have to wear this one. However, it is just kind of a trash organization. Not like hating on Dolphins fans, but, I mean, nobody's had a success there. So I don't think Mike McDaniel's style is why they're not winning, but that's what people will say, I'm sure. But also on the Danny Dimes thing, like, I see a lot of people bringing up Sam Darnold from last year. Sam Darnold was good before. Like, there was a time when Sam Darnold was good. Daniel Jones was never good.
I agree.
So,
even in the year he was good.
Not very good.
Yeah.
Kind of avoiding the elephant in the room.
Carolina at Jacksonville. I'm just kind of rolling through real quick. Jacksonville, Travis Hunter.
That was cool.
Played a bit of receiver. That is cool. Arizona beat the Saints. Did they cover? Yeah, 6.5. That was at the Saints, who don't have a quarterback and are probably going to be in the running for the number 1 overall pick. Or they hope to be, right? Isn't that what Kellen Moore hopes? The Browns brownsed up at the end of that Bengals game. And Raiders, Patriots, don't care about that, do we? Then we get to the afternoon games. Denver beats Tennessee. A very odd play near the end of that game. Did you see it? where it was like a 4th and 8, and Sean Payton, was it 4th and 8 or 4th and 3?
I thought it was 3.
4th and 3. Sean Payton decided to go for it and like kind of put the game away, and threw like a bomb. I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah,
like
4th
really
and 3,
odd.
and then just like a quick drop, and then just aired it out. And kind of nowhere close,
Like,
right?
what are you doing?
Right.
What are we doing here? And that didn't seem very Sean Payton-like. What was the other game I was watching where it looked... Oh, I mean, if we would jump right to Baltimore at the end of the day, I thought it was pretty conservative.
To punt.
Just play calling there at the end. Yeah, and then even choosing to punt was odd. The way they had been just pretty much rolling all game. That was an incredible football game.
Last night was incredible.
And is the elephant in the room?
Dude. That was a
Micah?
lot. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
You didn't like watching Micah?
No, I did not. The first time he goes out there on a 3rd down, he's chasing Jared Goff down. At the end of the game, he's icing it. He's going to be an absolute nightmare up there. I don't know that much about their defensive coordinator, or I didn't a week ago, but he's probably about to get himself a head coaching job off of this. So yeah, it looks awesome. The number 1 looks awesome. I watched him in the post game, and he seemed 10 years older already. Like his voice was different. I was like,
Micah?
what happened?
Like he's mature?
Yeah, his facial hair looked different. He was like, yeah, it was just great to be out there with the guys. I'm like, when's your podcast this week? What time is the new podcast come out? Oh, it's just such a tough spot as a fan to see the dude leave. And now, usually we get it from like we talk about, when I get here, it's all about football. But with him, the distractions that he's talking about, he was creating them.
Right. I was going to say,
it's so insane.
So if in fact this is a change of scenery that's actually good for Micah Parsons, had he signed this big deal here, is he going on his podcast that week to talk about it?
Yeah.
I would think so. It's infuriating. It's infuriating because the thing is, usually if you're a Cowboy fan, there's like all this nonsense and bullshit and drama you have to deal with, but it always results in like, okay, well, at least the guy's still here. We're kind of in the mix. This time they got none of it. They got none of it. And now we're to a point where I was thinking about this on Friday. Dan came in like, hey, let's not read too much into early season results. Everybody's real fired up about the Cowboys. Let's just remember what happened last year, early in the year, what we thought about these teams. Again, the Cowboys lost on Thursday. They lost, and we're acting like, we got to slow down.
They were in the game. They were on the road. They had this new head coach who's also calling plays. I'm being the positive guy. Of course, they did face a team that lost their best player, their best defensive player before the first play. So that helped a lot.
Well, we'll see.
And especially it wasn't like they lost him in training camp and were able to kind of have some kind of a plan. You know, that went to Philly right away like, hey, by the way, now you don't have him.
Exactly.
So.
And here's my takeaway after watching yesterday. There's some really bad teams, and they're not one of them.
Cowboys?
Yeah, I think there's some teams that are hilariously bad.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't mention the Chiefs Friday night, which I forgot to send in our picks until I got home Friday
I thought
night.
you said
The game
Chiefs
was
when we
already
were
gone.
at the bar restaurant, whatever.
I don't know. If I did, just give me that.
You lost.
I lost. Yeah. I might have gone Chargers, actually, but I don't know. It doesn't matter because I didn't send the stuff until we got home. Are we sending the stuff to you or just reply all?
However you want to do it, as long as it gets to me. That's
Okay.
what you need to know.
And then any other – oh, and then, of course, we got Monday Night Football tonight. The Vikings with a new quarterback who – what did they win last year? 14 games?
Yeah.
That's another team. Clearly – well, I would say teams that everybody is saying will regress are Detroit because they won 15 games and lost their, worldly offensive coordinator. And Minnesota is another huge. But everybody seems to think they've kind of got the same team, except you are trading out Darnold for a guy that you picked to be your next quarterback. They got to see their next quarterback play or in practice for the last year and kind of pulled a Packers and decided, yeah, this guy, we like this guy enough to let this guy walk. They could have even franchised Darnold for 1 year just to, well, let's see. You were pretty good last year. Let's give it a little more time. But
sort of like the Alex Smith Mahomes thing, but there's also like Garoppolo, Trey Lance. So sometimes, you get great trust in these coaches, and you think they can.
Was Trey Lance around for a year as a backup? I thought he was kind of thrown right into it as a rookie.
My point is just that they had a guy and thought we got to go get a guy. Now this is a different, somewhat timeline for the Vikings, but just can't just slide a guy in. I'm not hot on Minnesota at all. You lock that shit up, okay?
Well, we just need him to win tonight. Let's go. I think I'm unwind in my game picking.
Are you? Are you unwind?
I know I was on Saturday.
It all comes down to tonight.
It all comes down to tonight. I could be 3-wind.
Yeah.
What are we about to do right now?
Well, we're about to do. I'd like to talk about the flooring here at the studios of Prophets and Outlaws.
Yeah? What do you want to assess it, or you have some thoughts, or what?
Our pros are the nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
Boy, you can say that again, fellas. FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. That's where you can get the hookup for floors. They're going to come to you. They do have showrooms, or a showroom here in DFW, but they'll come to you, and they will meet or beat any competitor's offers on new floors. 36 months, 0 interest financing, Dan, and nothing down at FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ.
They will meet or beat any competitor's offer.
And I've had that confirmed to me by multiple DZ listeners.
And get back to school and get new floors and countertops only with Flooring Direct. Like you said, 36 months, no interest, nothing down. This offer won't last. Visit today, FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. They bring that store to you or give them a call.
Get back to school?
449. What?
What is your...
That's in the copy points. It
But
says,
if you think about it, though, like it's sort of implying that there's like a truancy issue unless you get these floors. Like that the kid...
No, it's...
There might be.
Kids are off to school, so bring them... You need new floors while they're gone.
Okay.
It's just a deal.
Okay.
Don't you at least
It feels
want
like it was heavy-handed. Like we're keeping your kids from school until you replace the floors, and I don't know.
Oh, maybe they will.
Feels like
they'll give you your kids back if you schedule a free estimate and sample viewing appointment.
That's right. And nothing down for 36 months.
Yeah. How do we close it? Do you want to close it? Or? Oh, I thought they were going to do the jingle again.
That's this thing.
Our pros are the nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
Didn't you want to talk about the Philly fan? This might be a little...
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's do it.
Little today in Twitter, but...
A little bit of today in Twitter. So we had
lady.
We had an incident a couple weeks ago at the U.S. Open where there was some CEO, European guy, who took a hat from a kid. And that story was interesting because when it showed up online, right away I saw an apology from the guy, but it was like a fake apology. It was pretty aggressive, and then quickly I found out that was fake. It's all you don't even really say I saw it and believed it and found out it was fake. It's like it all happens in one process online now. Like you see something, you just go through the whole thing. Mm-hmm. But that's like what happens is the fake part is so crazy that when you come back down to normal, like the fake part's always like, actually I took it from the kid and the kid sucks and here's something racist and deal with it. And you're like, oh, that's a fake apology. And then you just go back to the regular story and it's not that interesting. Except this time with this situation with the Phillies and Marlins, a lady
and a man are looking for. They're in a little scrum for a home run ball, looking for a ball fall to the floor in the outfield bleachers. Man emerges with ball. He's probably, what would you say, late 50s, early 60s, 50s, whatever. And he goes back over to his child, who's probably 10. And then appearing in frame on the shot of the broadcast is the woman. Now, I foolishly did not check and see if we'd have monitors out here today, but as best as I can describe this lady's image to you is she looks like she cuts hair. Just trust me. And
okay, hers has some highlights in it.
Actually, great description.
Short bob. Short bob, yeah.
Yeah.
And but like unlike Blake, I haven't been to Philadelphia ever. So I don't know. This might actually just be what every woman in Philadelphia looks like they cut hair. So she's real sassy about it, and she goes over and gets in the guy's face.
And his reaction is awesome.
Yeah, it's hard to
He
describe.
just does a little wiggle.
It's not manly.
No.
But I think he's just showing, he's just really kind of freaking out. You know, there's a lot of stress happening. He's probably thinking, I am on television. There's a woman in his face. And I don't know what was said by her, but I saw the follow-up tweet to this.
There's definitely an excuse me in there somewhere.
Oh, my God. I mean, she is Super Saiyan Karening right now.
Yeah.
She's just off on another planet. So I saw the Marlins account. Great branding. I guess they have they have a roof on their stadium, and they tweeted out "not under our roof," which I guess is something they do. And took the kid a little bag and had a video. They had the attached video from the broadcast where they're giving him his goodie bag and everything from the Marlins. Even though he's a Phillies fan, didn't get what he wanted. I always thought that if I was a kid and they put me in that scene, I'd bait him and be like, I don't want this shit.
This is at the Marlins Stadium?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so there's all these Philly fans there?
They were both in Phillies gear. Yeah, the lady, both the people involved.
Okay. I assumed it was in Philadelphia. Sorry.
So did I. It made it work better saying she was from Philadelphia, but I just know she was wearing a Phillies gear. So let's go to the Marlins broadcast.
The young man's very excited. He's got a baseball there for both himself and his sister, as well as a goodie bag full of other goodies here, guys. So again, really good to see.
Okay, listen,
so
it's a bunch of shit.
The
bunch of shit, lady. There's nothing in here.
A bunch of, goodies in
Yes,
shit.
A couple suckers, a coin. Yeah, was that
chocolate coin?
The young man's very excited. He's got a baseball there for both himself and his sister, as well as a goodie bag full of other goodies here, guys. So again, really good to see and see the fans all around here in the outfield. They're cheering. They're very excited that this young man has been given a baseball.
There you go. See
very
that?
Cool by the Marlins.
Listen,
very nice gesture.
This is good stuff. Good things happen to good
great.
people.
I mean, both kids brought their gloves. Look at that. They both have their gloves.
The dad,
smiles all around.
Exactly. Dad is doing a real good job to hold it in, because he was.
All right, now what you hear here is an old man sort of daydreaming about, let's be honest, slapping that woman.
Oh, no. Let's be honest.
He's like thinking in his head, like he's really holding it in.
Both kids brought their gloves. Look at that. They both have their gloves.
Firm.
The dad,
smiles all around.
Exactly. Dad is doing a real good job to hold it in, because he was not happy with that woman, and neither was I.
But congrats to Marlins guest services.
Yes, absolutely.
Great job.
Yeah. By the way, great job. Great job. We were both. Boy, he wasn't happy with that lady, and neither
thanks, Sean Connery.
Was you stupid. Yeah, that's
The best part is the dad, though. You can tell it. He knows we're on TV, and I don't want none of that smoke.
That's really what it is. I feel like washing over him is the feeling of the internet exists,
And she didn't realize that.
Nope.
or care.
Yeah, or the adrenaline was.
And I've seen people. When she was walking up out of the concourse, there were people taking pictures of her, and she's double burdened. I think they're giving her the bird too. But I mean, a woman with that haircut is not concerned about really anything, much less, but for sure, what you think of her actions at a baseball game.
The thing is, though, this is man versus lady, but it turned into lady versus kid. So in the man versus lady, we don't know what was happening at the bottom of that scrum. She probably had it firmly in her hand, and he reached and grabbed it and yanked it out of her hand and went back to give it to the kid.
Yeah, but she didn't make a football move.
Dude, yeah, I'm sorry, but this is just the streets. There's no rules to...
Right, no, man wins.
The only rule is that if there's a...
Man wins, but would this be a deal if there was no kid that he came to give it to? Who even knows? What if it was just a guy with his buddies, and he ran back to his buddies and is high-fiving them, and then she comes over?
Yeah, or he's 28.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, are we? Oh, the terrible guy that took this ball.
Look at this old white guy.
Yeah,
boomer. Yeah, that guy probably. Yeah.
Black 25-year-old guy.
And her
takes this ball out of her hand, runs back to all of his buddies,
and then
she runs over to that group. What is the internet doing today?
And you're saying this black 25-year-old is at a baseball game?
Then she invites him over for Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Netflix.
And then he
buys their
impregnates
series.
her.
Yeah. Whoa. Hell yeah.
I just imagine the kid looked over at Dad and said, our kite's okay too, Dad.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine too, Dad. Dude, because, listen, that dad, he did the right thing. He showed a lot of restraint. And by any normal measure, he did the most, quote, manly, adult, human father thing, like, exemplary. But on TV, kind of look like a cuck.
Yeah, it's not what I would have done.
Doesn't look great from just from an optics standpoint. Your son's having to tell you, that's okay, Dad. My friends' dads get bitched out by hairdressers and told what to do on TV too.
I wonder how much that ball is if she eBayed it now.
That's a good question, right? Like your own involvement inflating the like Chewbacca mom's mask.
Yeah, because that ball. It's interesting, but yeah, then the kid ends up getting more and a life lesson.
You guys,
whatever happened with the guy at the U.S. Open?
He just apologized, and that was it. I mean, he got it back to the kid, and he was cool.
Because I know the internet, though.
No, he was cool.
At least stuff was going on. Maybe it was fake.
That's what I'm saying. That he was going to sue.
Okay, fake.
Yeah, and he put out a statement like, "No, I haven't done anything."
Is that fake?
No, that part was real.
Okay,
that part was real.
So the internet has identified her, right? And they're saying her name. And what's the play here? What do we do? What you want the internet? Because I saw one, and it's one of the posts I hate the most. Is when it says, "Hey Twitter, do your thing," which is, "Hey, be the biggest asshole in the world."
Yeah,
like go overboard, do way more than is needed in any rational situation. Like destroy this woman's life. Do we want that too?
That's not happening anymore, man.
What do you mean?
They found the wrong girl, actually.
I don't think they found the correct person yet.
Oh, really?
Right.
They found someone that looked like her, and then she said, like, it's not me.
Yeah. And then Elizabeth Warren went back to her work.
She did look a lot like Elizabeth Warren.
Absolutely. Hey, you guys want to talk some college football? Well, it was a big weekend across the state, Dan.
Indeed it was, and it's brought to us by Window Nation.
Oh, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
They wouldn't dare.
They have a special for September where you can buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Then you put 0 money down, you make 0 payments, and you pay 0 interest for 2 years. So you pay nothing until 2027, but your house has all new windows.
Schedule a fast free estimate now with Window Nation at 866-90Nation. Visit windownation.com. This is maybe something you do maybe get it going as a holiday gift. Get new windows as a gift. Really upgrade things on the home front. windownation.com. So this is something I referenced last week. I forgot to play the audio, but
Gus and Joel. That's your big noon game.
Mm-hmm.
Last week it was Texas, Ohio State. This week we got Iowa State. I think it was, right? No. It was Iowa State and somebody. But the first, right out of the gate was UT Ohio State. And I noticed a new nickname that Gus Johnson is using for his sideline reporter, Jenny Taft.
This one will be a game we will remember the rest of the season. It will define the season in many ways, and we get it kicked off right now.
All right,
that's a bad
time
point.
now to join another phenom on the sidelines today, as always. Let's go downstairs to the AAG, the All-American girl, Jenny Taft.
Gus, thank you. Well, Coach, it doesn't get much.
All right, I mean, you know what the interview's going to be. It's going to be generic. The AAG, Jenny Taft. I'm like, man, I feel like I've been watching this crew for a long time and haven't heard that. I wonder if that's a one-off.
They hand it off to Peoples. And it's a gain of 3. Let's go downstairs to the AAG.
Well, Gus, how about this? First thing, Jeremiah Smith, when he came.
Terrible.
Don't think so. That one rolled off the tongue. At least he thought it did. So now I'm invested. Now I'm like, is he going to do this every single time he goes to her? We'll see.
James Peoples, the deep man. And Brandon Ennis as well. Fair caught. Let's go downstairs to Jenny Taft.
Well, Gus, the first.
See, I think that time he thought about it.
Yeah.
And
it's like I got to mix it up?
Exactly. So then, of course, I had to check in the next week. And it was Iowa State. This is from just the other day. Well, actually, the first thing I needed to do was Google, does anybody else call her this? And when I looked last week, it was not on her Wikipedia page. It is now. It has been added as a other names All-American Girl AAG. So I found an interview with Jenny Taft where she was asked, Gus Johnson is famous for giving out nicknames. What's your favorite nickname he's given out? Hollywood, because I guess he named Hollywood Brown. That one's too good. When you get a nickname like that, I was talking to Ogba, that's another guy that they're covering this week. I said, do the guys like the nickname Hollywood? He said, yeah, we love it as long as he keeps living up to it. So I think for a guy like Hollywood, no pressure. He's got to continue to grow. And Gus has called me All-American Girl, which my mom loves. Gus is a guy who really prides himself on nicknames. The worst kind of guy.
Time now to join another phenom on the sidelines today, as always. Let's go downstairs to the AAG, the All-American girl, Jenny Taft.
If you're the only one who does it, it doesn't count.
Because it didn't stick, right?
It didn't.
Like if everybody calls you Hollywood,
right?
That's good.
That's kind of what they're saying in that one. Is that, hey, he likes it. We live up to it. You can't just come up with a nickname for someone and then just keep throwing it at them over and over.
The HPA, the hot piece of ass, Jenny Taft.
That was generous. You could have. I thought you would like declining ass at ass.
Gus Johnson, you on board overall?
Well, I love Joel Klatt. So
wow, that sounds like a no.
If I don't know. It's a bit much. It's a bit much.
It's a bit much when you're always it. Like, this is the what were we just making fun of our wives for earlier? Like, the going nuts over every little thing. And, like, if you go nuts over every little thing, he does. He kind of goes nuts over every little thing, and it diminishes the actual big moments.
It's that, and he really has Norm bring it on down sad stuff. Like, we play the ones where it's like a baby who was aborted or wasn't aborted or whatever type thing. But even on regular guys, he'll be like, he was third on the depth chart, and then he stuck around. Like, everybody's got this
huge
insane
story.
Stuff. Like, it's fucking Ohio State. Like, I don't know. I feel like most of the guys here are making more than my dad ever did. Like, there's no way that this is like that sad of a story, but he does it for everybody. That's even worse. I almost don't mind overhype. I don't like over sad. It just gets me.
Dodging defenders as he dodged state coat hanger years ago, 17 years ago to be exact. Let's throw it down to the HPA.
Well, Gus, I'm going to eat my ear.
My ear's over here. I can't reach it, Gus. Thank you. Trident Access Services is where you can get a new garage door that's more than just an upgrade. In fact, they don't do just garage doors. entry gates. Do you guys have an entry gate here?
I've seen one.
You do have an entry gate here.
Broken a lot. So what's that website again?
txtrident.com. Really just moving the copy along.
Definitely
You
tell
won't see
them,
it.
tell them you heard about it on the Dumb Zone, and you will get a 10% discount. I've always thought about this. Like, don't you think it's cool when you get treated a little extra special? Like Blake, you're on the Cowboys flight. That's different, right? They treat you different. That is how you'll be treated. When you mention the Dumb Zone to all these different businesses like Trident or Community or Qual, like you mention the Dumb Zone, they will actually treat you better than if you were just some other idiot.
We don't like.
They will.
We don't actually know.
Like, still, try that out.
I feel like at least half the audience.
They might hang up in the middle of your call if you don't mention the Dumb Zone.
We're going to take a hit, but I feel like at least half the audience should try saying that there was something else to form a control group. And then they can compare notes.
Sure.
We don't know that. I mean, if you say we're with Prophets and Outlaws, they may treat you.
They'll laugh.
The exact same. What if it's way better?
No.
You just don't know.
I swear to God. They won't give you that 10% discount. If
Maybe
you say,
more. You can give up and just take 10% at txtrident.com. But the point is, no, let's be serious here, folks.
You know what? Let's bring it down a little bit.
They know how to fix gates.
Oh, man.
Access
I remember.
services. They've mastered the C's. These are
veterans. They were third on the depth chart.
That's
in
right.
Gate fixing. And they somehow rose to first. They rose.
And here they are at txtrident.com.
817-512-1212.
That's the range.
Want to take a little break here at the studios? We got food?
I feel like that was very soap opera, like Antonio.
Antonio, no. No, Antonio.
All right, break time with Prophets and Outlaws.
Hi, Rick Renner from Flooring Direct. Back in my TV days, I used to think negative publicity was better than no publicity at all. That's not the case at Flooring Direct. We thrive on reviews. A 4.7 Google star rating, top of Home Advisor and Best Picks. I won 13 of these babies in TV, but there's nothing comparing to the Super Service Award on Angie's List for 2 decades running and still champion. Get your free estimate today.
We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
We have a house band,
God,
Prophets and
rips.
Outlaws,
Yeah.
taking us out of break. So we could do this.
No puppet.
I don't know if we have to.
I prefer
anymore.
it.
You do?
I so do, yes.
Okay. If it's necessary, then it's necessary. I don't know how big we'd have to get when I go to the Prophets.
Make it big.
What's that?
Make it big.
Make it big.
Jake tells us that all the time, to make it big. And I say, come on. She says it's not that important.
Give it Men's Health.
But to go to the go to prophetsandoutlaws.com. They have a website.
We have a website.
And how big would we have to get to be on the noteworthy clients list? Because we are a client.
Oh,
we
do you
have
see that
paid
client list, dog?
Prophets and Outlaws to be out at the DZGSE. You have the Rangers, Rolex. What does that mean?
We did an F1 event, and they were the sponsor.
Okay.
They hated us.
They took
So
mine
it's-
back.
They hated us.
No. Don't okay that.
But I'm just saying, it's not like, so the F1 event hired you. Rolex
No,
didn't.
Rolex did.
They called you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, like,
they were not pleased.
They were not pleased.
Oh, no, they were not pleased.
Go
we were
on.
like 4 hours late because there was a wreck on 35, even though we left at like 4 in the morning.
There's a crane that like collapsed on 35. And
Yeah, it took a bridge down. And so we were just, there's nothing
Are you
we
like
could do
showing them your phone, like the internet? Like, look, we're.
It ended up being fine, but it took a second.
We were so late, and they hated us. And then the worst part, or the best part was Sir Jackie Stewart.
Jackie Stewart.
It was kind of an event
F1
for
racer.
him.
He loved us. So everyone at the venue was so mad. But then Jackie Stewart walks in,
Jackie Stewart and his wife walk in, and they're like, let me tell you stories about me hanging out with the Beatles. You guys are great. And we're like, holy shit.
Made the venue more mad.
You're not getting up there with Rolex, if that's what you're asking.
What's this one? American Airlines, they're pretty big. Toyota. Castle Pines Golf Club, can we rate with them?
Look at that.
What is that?
That's
I
a
don't
golf
know.
club.
Golf is intimidating, though. Would you guys ever do, like, maybe you've done this, if Southwest American, they come to you and they want you to just pop up and play, like, on a flight, just to surprise people, the crooning?
I'm never doing that.
You know that check.
Well, I mean, that's not
the
true.
Check,
What
though,
is the
was-
check?
I was going
What
to
is
say.
the check?
Because a couple people took it.
Jamiroquai did it.
Did he? Or did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a big check.
Down the aisle? It's floating?
Down the aisle, dude. Yep.
They had to get the conveyor belt in the aisle.
I would pay so much money to be on the Jamiroquai conveyor belt flight.
Dude, I would too, actually.
I think that's still the world record of the highest altitude gig.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. You maybe play a little fake space. Dude, you guys are 100% on that short list of rich dude who goes to fake space and is like, I want the outlaw band with me.
Cowboys and Rangers, how do you get their money?
We get to do the Cowboys owner's suite. We get to do 3 or 4 home games a year.
Whoa.
And, yeah, it's pretty fun. It's just playing songs, kind of background music, really, but it's fun to be there and see
You're
Jerry.
standing in Jerry's suite?
It's like a
all of the
whole
suites,
Well,
thing.
it's Gene's suite.
It's like a whole suite area, and there's like a stage, like there's a bar back. It's it's awesome.
Okay.
We've done stuff outside for them as well. I've done a lot of stuff for the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Is the artwork all they say?
Impeccable. Beautiful artwork.
Same with the Rangers then? Same bit?
What did we do for the
We did the national anthem for the Rangers a couple times.
Okay.
Wow.
So we're not getting on this noteworthy client list is what you guys are saying.
Oh, we're putting it on.
If we can fit a couple, yeah.
And then featured events, kind of the same thing. They were at LJT Fest, Larry Joe Taylor Music Festival. No one knows what that is. No one's ever heard of that. And they were at the DZGSE, and we can't beat the LJT. We all have acronyms.
Yeah. But probably a lot of
Summer Jam.
Probably a
was
lot
at-
of marriages that by now people have divorced and are amicably co-parenting that started at LJT in the first probably
That's so
7 to
real.
8 years after high school.
That's
for my
so
friend
real.
group.
Absolutely.
I thought you guys that was awesome at the DJ, not the
Oh my
DJ,
God.
the DZ, whatever our thing was called.
DZ
Great
summer
time.
event.
That was fun.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Got a little tour bus or something. You were over there. Like I would see you for a minute, and then you'd be like, "Gone." Matt's taking a nap.
Hopping in the band van for a little
Like
R&R.
I want a nap van.
Yeah.
You talked about a car nap the other day.
Yeah,
and how
Blake
great
was
that
taking
is.
one, but-
What if you had a bus where you could always just take a nap whenever you needed it,
Yeah, even
and you got some other guy driving you?
You know, the old Traveler van that you just can get the bed in the back or even the reclining seats in the middle, get a little TV, VHS up there. I miss those days.
Did you grow up
Not
in
putting that
the?
in your effing robot cars, are they? It's all just-
Did you grow up in a I can just sleep in the back seat era while we take a family road trip, or did you have to be buckled in?
Oh no,
Like
sleep in
the,
the back seat for sure. Now
woke kids of
we weren't
today.
like rogue enough to where we didn't have the station wagon where you're sitting up on the bench.
Dude,
that had been that
we
was out
did.
by now.
I was
but
sitting
yeah.
backwards, facing the opposite way.
Yeah.
In a station wagon.
I missed that. That was right before me, but no, you didn't need to be buckled in full. I mean, yeah, it's a road trip. I suggest that.
Are we done with sports? We do have a little shoddy audio that we never got to the other day. We could do that today or tomorrow. A little shoddy-o. Or do you want to just do some news?
Let's do some news.
Okay, let's do some news. It'll be brought to us by Lucy.
Ooh, nice.
Lucy.co. What's the website there?
DumbZone News.
It's lucy.co/dumbzone.
That is our preferred nicotine pouches. No tobacco.
No tobacco. It's 100% pure nicotine. I'm an Apple Ice guy.
It's 100% pure. You just cut it open and you
do a little
lick-
nummy. Do a little Lucy nummy.
Lick your pinky, stick your pinky in there, and then, rub it on your gums.
Yeah,
because
this thing says
pure.
on the do's and don'ts, do share your personal experience. I do that with every pouch of Lucy I get. I rip it open with a Bowie knife.
Yeah, Tuco style.
But seriously, folks, lucy.co/dumbzone. The promo code is dumbzone. You'll get 20% off, free shipping. These are the best pouches you can get. They've got varying milligram levels there, the strength. And what you need to know is they have the 12s. So lucy.co/dumbzone. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and everything is age verified at this website. Warning, the product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. All right. We are going to start with
That is how we intro the news. We're about to do the news.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think we have something for the news. No?
Well, they just did it, so I didn't know if...
Oh, I'm sorry. We talked over it?
Do it again.
My bad.
Dumb Zone News. Dumb Zone. Dumb Zone News. Dumb Zone.
Thank you.
That felt a little Chappelle show opening to me.
Chappelle.
It was giving that.
It was
you wanted to give
giving
that?
Chappelle show.
Okay.
The Wire.
Well, they thumbs up the Chappelle show, and they did not react when you said The Wire.
I'd love The Wire.
Not everything's a competition.
Okay, but I won that. Right, guys? Everybody say I won? Yeah.
Dan won.
You nailed it.
That's fair. Let's see here. God bless it, my computer crashed. Did I tell you guys I made ice cream this weekend?
Mm-hmm. Well, you did tell us your computer crashed like
several
5 out of the
times.
last 6 days I've seen you. Like, what are we doing with this thing?
Yeah, it's a tough thing. So, Pope Leo is
borrow my computer,
doing some new sainthoods, and over the weekend we have canonized the first millennial saint. This is a young man who died back in 2006 at the age of 15. They're trying to hip up Catholicism here.
Boy. Now, do they make sure... Do they have a team combing through this guy's Twitter and everything?
It's way more than that, dude. It's basically what it is, and it's interesting because there's a bunch of scholars, Catholic scholars weighing in on why this person has been selected. It was like it's a sick kid. It was a sick kid.
Still, was he a racist sick kid?
There's no way, dude. He's 15. You think they have kids over at Scottish Rite, like 12-year-olds with suspect social media histories? You're probably right.
Yeah, dude, playing Call of Duty.
That's so funny to imagine.
At some point, we're going to award sainthood, and they're going to dig up
They're so racist.
the sexual harassment of the
Just
saint.
like got a kid sitting there, no hair, like Terrence Newman in there with him, and they're like, "Oh yeah, what about a couple years ago? You had some comments about Gaza."
That's
He's
right.
like, I was 9. They're like, "Yeah, well, you're 10 now."
That's right.
Man, I don't know. It says, at least in these articles, that this young man had a near rock star-like fame among young Catholics. But there's no way, right? There's no way. They're acting like it's dude perfect.
The dude perfect of Catholicism?
They say he was
It's just dude perfect.
Yeah, basically. He was precociously savvy with computers long before the social media era.
So he could email?
Yeah, basically they're like, hey, we've got to have a cool young saint who had an email account.
So he's 15. He
And
died in 96.
06.
06. So 91. He doesn't even use computers till the mid-90s. I guess if he's 5, maybe, possibly.
Right.
Yeah, how good could he have been at computers?
You've probably lapped him. Like right now, could he do your update?
Dude, maybe he downloaded music without giving his parents computer aids.
Yeah, without fully nuking their McAfee software. And then the Catholic Church is like, well, not all the news related to the kids has been good news on our end. So just
That's
knowing
right. This is a good
email,
one.
We'll take it. It is a good one.
We think.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, have we... What was his sickness?
You know what? It doesn't say. Oh, it does, but there's a bunch of other nerdy stuff in here. Like it says that he limited him. This is like their Stephen Hawking if he hadn't made it, basically. This person was
was known. Limited himself to an hour of video games at a time, or excuse me, a week, because his studies were so important.
Discipline and self-control.
That's what I'm saying, right?
If he knew he was going to die at 15, would he have done this? Or be like, I don't think my studies are that important.
Boy, that's a great.
Let's get to Red Dead Redemption or whatever.
Great pull. Yeah, no, I don't know what he died from, Dan, but I'm super intimidated. Like, did you ever, when you were a kid, have the 14 or 13-year-old in your junior high or high school who was like going to college? A Doogie Howser type or something?
That was actually taking courses at a college?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Witchcraft.
And you're like barely able to just keep your own shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always hate that person. And then later, that's the guy she wants to marry. Right?
Do you think that actually happens?
Yeah, isn't the old thing that the quarterback / shortstop is going to be
DUIs?
You know, the assistant at the I want to say at a mechanic or something, but I feel like that's a good job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a good job.
Like, the more when you grow up, you're like, plumber, that wouldn't be a bad job. Like, you make good money. At least our plumber did.
Yeah, I think they make good money now.
Based on what I did to that toilet.
I think plumber's a great gig, right? I think trash guy. I wish I would have been a trash guy.
I don't know about trash guy.
Point.
That's probably the one we can
maybe
still
not as
say
a
is
career, but as an experience. I think I would have been interested in that.
Is your kid still into trash truck videos?
No, but we go out and watch the.
You watch it?
Yeah.
Like, you hear it coming down the road?
Yeah, twice a week. I mean, we meet out there. Those guys love it, you know.
And then what do we do?
There's a huge robot arm that picks it up. He cheers. The guy cheers with
He cheers?
it. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, the guy probably feels like he's, Patrick Mahomes out there. The kid doesn't know any different. Yeah, looks forward to it.
So, yeah, has he ever ranked, like, oh, man, last week was so much better?
No.
It's always great?
It's always the best time, yeah. He's a very active kid. No, I mean, he knows. He knows that they come through and they make a lot of noise. Saw this story over the weekend, and I feel like every now and then I need to give a shout out to those entities that maybe I speak negatively of. Shout out to the NRA. They put a statement out saying that they do not have plans to specifically ban trans people from buying weapons, which the big man floated.
I don't think they want to ban weapons from anybody. That's not their bit.
No, but I just wanted to, the consistency of it. I was thinking about it, though, after last week.
They just would say give extra weapons to the non-trans people.
It would be funny, though, if that's how gun laws worked. And it was just kind of a moving thing of, because like we talked about last week with football games and crime, I looked it up. The largest correlation for domestic violence, this makes sense, for NFL games they found was when there were large upsets. And I feel like the Cowboys aren't really it'd be tough to track because I don't know.
But they're getting blown out. Green Bay a couple years ago in the playoffs when they were very high. They were the number 2 seed maybe.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of expected this is the year. Jerry's got the documentary crew with him.
Right. It's just
all of a sudden it's mid-second quarter.
Right.
You're down 30.
I don't even remember the running back's name.
You're pissed.
Yeah.
And you want to.
And your wife tells you to stop drinking.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, that'd be a time to do crime.
Well, it'd be a time to not have a gun also. So, again, if we were to say, like for example.
So you're saying ban guns for blowouts.
Ban guns for blowouts, but my general principle, I think that the far righter, whoever's saying we're going to take guns away from trans people, is the wrong idea, but the right path. We need to selectively take guns from people based on what's happening. Like, I shouldn't be able to buy a gun within a week of a new Fast and Furious movie coming out because I'm
too wired up,
way too hyped. Probably really the whole fall. Like for a foot, like this is how we should do it.
if you get behind on your taxes, you shouldn't be able to have a gun. Like if your
team trades your superstar,
blanket, nobody gets a gun in the city for like 6 months. We have to come up with these little. If you owe your neighbor, if a new hot lady moves in and your neighbor is like messing with you or something, I don't know. It's got to be more than just these blanket statements, Dan. Let's see here. There's a new place in North Richland Hills called Malibu Jack's. Boy, this piano is really.
You don't like this for the news?
I love it, but it feels like I'm now looking at the news stories and I'm like, all right, there's a dead person in this one. There's a dead person.
Do it.
No, I am. It's more the piano with it.
Yeah.
Play some happier dead person music, dude.
I was just playing Pink Pony Club because you mentioned, LGBT people.
You guys have never been hired by a funeral to play the service.
My dad's.
For real?
That's true.
Yeah. I played my dad's funeral.
You played your dad's funeral?
Yeah.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was his body like laying there and stuff?
No, he was cremated.
Okay.
So his ashes were laying
His
there.
ashes were there.
But you got the urn and a big picture of your dad and stuff, and you guys are playing?
Mm-hmm. I still have the picture in my room.
Now, what if they didn't want you to play it? Was it kind of a...
Gets another band.
Maybe he was kind of tired of your music.
Yeah, your dad's final wish.
Or did you just sort of assume it? I mean,
No, he specifically requested it.
That was in his wishes?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was sick, and we knew he was going, and that was...
He paid us before. It was fine.
He took
He knew
4
what was
interest fee
happening. Yeah, he
payments
paid us.
on Klarna.
That's always dangerous, though. You might just mail it in then.
Yeah. It's like tipping on
That
the
is
on the
dangerous.
Uber. Yeah. No, but this is it just looks like a Dave and Buster's type place. Malibu Jack's. It just looks like an adult fun place.
Well, I'm an adult.
And Dave and
And I
Buster's
love
is,
fun.
You like fun?
Yeah, but it also seems like it seems like a type of place where there's booze involved. But one dead had a shooting there over the weekend.
Oh, where? Grand Prairie?
North Richland Hills.
Oh, North Richland Hills.
Yeah. 21-year-old fatally shot outside of the theme park. People were just there to, unwind on a Saturday night. This is what they have to run.
Argument over what? Would that be funny to know?
It would be. It would be much funnier to know. You'd have to think Dance Dance Revolution high on the list.
Did you ever try that? It's always too intimidating because everybody on it is like sweating balls and they get off it and they take a drink and they're great.
I think
Are you going to walk up?
Oh, this place has go-karts and stuff?
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I was not.
Does Dave and Buster's not have
picturing this.
go-karts? I guess I don't know, but it's just an adult-themed
Outside Adventure
adult
World?
amusement park. But this is just in a pretty generic...
Like that, there was a place by NRH2O.
Mount Asia.
Mount Asia. That's been closed down, right?
Yeah.
Is this it? Did it take over?
This article says this originated over a game of putt-putt.
Does it?
For real?
Well, he thought that he could pick up his gimme, and apparently
All
you
right.
can't at Malibu Jack's.
Oh, my God.
Blake is doing golf humor.
I mean, there's a man dead here.
You know why it's humor? Because you would never be able to pick up a gimme at putt-putt.
You don't think so?
Every stroke is counted.
You can play with my 4-year-old.
I will never play with your 4-year-old either. Who's going to play like that?
Dan, are you ready for... I like to just sometimes put things on wax so we can have this a couple years from now. I hope that we're still doing this this show 2 years from now. I believe we will be. Let's say a year from now, FIFA World Cup is here. I think the level of beating that, like, we're going to have a daily things that Dan is beaten by.
That should be a bet payoff.
Related to the World Cup.
Dude,
like a whole day of soccer or something.
Okay, I would definitely love to go to a World Cup full day of soccer.
Because you got to park, you got to pay to park, you got to get in there, you got to battle traffic. That's going to suck.
Then you have to sit there and watch soccer.
And then you got
it sounds
90 minutes, and then they add time for some reason.
Yeah, and who knows how much?
Right.
Is it a minute? Is it 3:01 or 3:59? Those are very different times. No, the Tism and me can't handle the injury time. But I think this sounds wonderful, Dan. But, like, from traffic to things you can't even think of. I'm positive we'll have some people complaining about the amount of people that are here from other countries.
Concession prices.
Yeah. You're going to be bitching.
Other countries is a good call.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, ticket prices start at $60 to get in. What about you guys? Like, just quick show. Like, you guys wouldn't want to go to a World Cup? Wow, everyone's just deaf. They're like, fuck.
No,
that was like the worst sampling I've ever.
It's kind of like saying you'd want to go to a Super Bowl. You do, and then you go, and it sucks.
Well, I mean, I think you just you have to know what you're getting, right? Like, you're not getting a regular fandom college football game. I just think the experience.
Well, why don't you go then? You love soccer so much.
If all I have to do is lose
He's been
a bet.
coaching soccer for 3 weeks, and now he's.
I know. He's like,
it doesn't have anything
now
to
we're
do-
doing World Cup stories every day in the news.
You take me to World Cup, I'll go swimming with you.
There's 9 matches that will be here, Dan. More than any other city.
Not the big one, though.
Not the big one.
Oh, sorry.
But the ticket sales do go on sale Wednesday. There's a pre-sale event. God, it's going to be mayhem. You guys should look into Airbnb in this place. You could have like a fucking consulate here. Like Lethal Weapon style. An embassy.
We got a goal.
Could we leave town and do like a road show for a couple weeks somewhere else so we don't have to be here?
You should.
There's got to be.
Let's go to Colorado.
Let's do the Colorado thing. Would you go to France to get away from the World Cup?
No.
What if you did like a
France?
house swap with like
Just
a family in
overseas,
France?
anywhere.
It depends on where. I'm not going to France.
Wait, house swap with what?
With like a family in France that's coming to the World Cup.
They do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they'll come. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan wants to swap some other things as well.
I didn't say wife. I said
Yeah,
house.
leave.
Leave her.
My wife wants to stay.
It's just some Fabio looking dude.
That'd be great. I need someone to get her going. I haven't been able to.
Well, shout out to Malibu Jacks, man.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine?
Thoughts and prayers.
I mean, it definitely makes me feel how boring my life is, but just that there's people out there just with a gun at a place with go-karts and putt-putt and like probably Long Island iced teas and, you know, cigarettes and like, as I'm talking this out, that sounds like heaven to me. Right up until the shooting, but there's just a whole
So you've
world.
lived that whole life except for carrying the gun there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. That's what you were missing. Maybe you shouldn't have given up drinking. You should have just started
Just
carrying
got a
a gun.
gun. Well, not during football season, Dan. All right, shout out to the Millennial Saint. There's your news.
All right, let's do a little viewer mail birthdays. Let me see if I got any that rolled in. And this will be brought to us by Lone Star Beer and Lone Star Light. Lone Star Beer, of course, the national beer of Texas. When we're out at the ballpark on Wednesday, go have some Lone Star Beer. They serve it now.
They do.
At the ballpark. And they also have really cool merch. You can go to LoneStarBeer.com. Use the code DUMBZone21. You get 21% off that really cool merch. And you must be 21 over to purchase. There's yet another thing. There's no code to get 21% off when you type in Profits and Outlaws 21.
Yeah, type in Rolex.
Rolex 21, nothing.
Not shit.
No. But at LoneStarBeer.com, DUMBZone21, get some awesome merch and celebrate, perhaps with a tray of barbecue. Lone Star Beer and Lone Star Light. Let me see if I had anything rolling in during the show. I did not, so I will just give you this. Single viewer mail birthday for today. We have a viewer mail birthday open?
Oh, that's
Or
nice.
just a bed? What do we got going here?
I can see this, Kev.
What if we had a band with us every day?
It'd be awesome.
What if it was this band?
That would be even awesomer.
You can feel it.
You'd make the website.
We'd make the website. Like, listen to us here. Sports Fuhrer, excuse me, Day 1 DF Jonathan Reistad had his birthday Saturday. He likes the Vikings, SMU Mustangs, and Dallas Stars, and is therefore constantly being let down in the playoffs. Jonathan's leader is Blake's grandfather's former home because he owns it.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
A listener bought my grandpa's old house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Boy, Blake has so much going on.
His tentacles are everywhere.
Everywhere.
I'm good friends with the subbies.
Just the beak doused.
This is from Lian Takahashi. So Jonathan owns your grandpa's old house.
Yeah. I had to put a lot of work into it.
What have you done there? You ever christen it? The girlfriend?
No.
That'd be really weird, right?
Yeah.
You've never had sex in your grandpa's house? Or
No, man.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
No. I lived there for a little bit, but never had a girl over.
Ugh.
What? You don't like girls?
No, yeah, I do.
I don't think he'd be that disappointed.
If you did, he'd be happy.
I think so.
I don't know. Just all the rooms in my grandparents' house had like little pig and chicken figurines and shit.
Or Jesus.
Yeah, or just like it just looked like a craft mall.
The wall of crosses.
Yeah, there's nothing sexy. It's like
There's always something for somebody.
yeah.
So just one viewer mail birthday. We do have today in history. Is this a different thing, or was that?
What?
Today in history. Talking about today in history. Today in history.
Nice. Which is Monday, September 8th. On this day, in 1900, Galveston, Texas, struck by a hurricane that killed 8,000 people.
Yeah.
Do they still talk about that to this day down there? Don't
No.
you go there
Yeah.
a lot?
Pretty close to there, but truth be told, yes, it's a big deal down there. It's a huge, probably should be a bigger deal nationally. It's like
It was
4 9/11s,
1900, though.
bro.
Well, I don't know, but we're going to talk about the Chicago fire all the time? Like, let's go. Did they ever name a team the Galveston Hurricanes?
Not to my knowledge.
Because Chicago
no.
has a team called the Fire, right?
Dude, you know what I found out the other day in Oklahoma City? Did we mention it, the building?
What?
There's some guy, I don't know, I imagine oil money. There's plans to build like the 5th tallest building in the world in downtown Oklahoma City. The rest of Oklahoma City, I don't know that there's a building over like 7 stories, but...
So they would just have this one... Why?
I don't know, but yeah. It got me thinking the other day about like, well, obviously they can't be called the Tornadoes. If you're Oklahoma City, that feels too far.
Can't be called the Edward R. Murrow building, right? Is that his name?
It was, yeah. Oklahoma City Federals.
On this day in 1930, inventor Richard Drew created Scotch tape.
Thanks.
What was before?
I don't know.
Whiskey tape.
Why? Yeah. Why is it called that? Also,
Nobody knows. On this day in 1986, Herschel Walker made his first start for the Cowboys in a 31-28 win over the New York Giants.
dude, this rules. We are like a couple of degrees of history's separation removed from Scotch tape being called J tape. It was
J as in Jewish?
Yeah. It is a derogatory term. Richard Drew was developing the tape, and a painter criticized the company's stingy bosses for using too little adhesive, calling it Scotch tape in reference to the stereotypical Scottish thriftiness.
Oh, wow. I'm offended by that.
Scotch is a slur.
Wow.
You're canceled, bitch.
I'm offended.
You're not going to do Jeopardy now.
Yeah, get scotch.
Wow. J-tape.
Think about it.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Oh, yeah, Herschel. So I just watched that episode of the Jerry documentary where he and Jimmy are actually going back and forth, in separate interviews over who gets credit for the Herschel trade. I'm firmly on Jimmy's side. There's no way. Jerry's explanation is when I was talking to Tex Schramm when first taking over the team, he told me Herschel Walker's our best player. So first of all, as if he needed to be told that, because you don't know anything, you're a business guy, Herschel Walker's your best player. And he said Tex Schramm floated the idea to him that you should trade Herschel Walker. Okay, Tex Schramm, first of all, is not giving him any tips. They showed the opening press conference where Tex Schramm was looking so cucked in the corner because Jerry was on the microphone saying, I want his job. I'm pointing over at the current GM who had been the GM for 30 years, like the only GM the team had ever known, had built everything to what it is, like he's royalty. And Jerry wants us to now believe that Tex Schramm put that bug in his ear and he held that for a few years and then decided to pull the trigger and just told Jimmy about it one day and that Jimmy's going to blatantly lie.
I think what it is that over time people are able to convince themselves of just about anything.
Yeah.
I buy that Jerry believes that.
It's a pretty good documentary. Do you want to do expanded talk tomorrow? I have some clips, and I'd like to find that opening press conference. Jerry buying the team opening press conference, just because it seems wild.
Yeah.
It's insane. But it's awesome, man. It's very emotional watching those the Super Bowl. The first Super Bowl win. Chills. Anyway, on this day in 2002, the Houston Texans played their first ever NFL game. Remember this?
Yeah, I do. Sucked.
They beat the Cowboys 19-10.
What was Chappie saying?
Well, he was so out at that point, dude. You want to talk about the era of people quitting. But there were kids at school who were Cowboy haters, and so now they were Texans fans because there was a new team in Texas. So that didn't go well for me.
And this is the day in 2014, well after he had been suspended and whatnot, but Ray Rice was actually released by the Ravens after the video was released showing him beating up his fiancée, Janae Palmer, in an elevator, then dragging her, I think, unconscious body out. They're now married, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You know what?
Just saying, the courting process is different for all of us.
Maybe that was counseling.
And then we have September 8th, this day in Dumb Zone history.
So going back to 2020, this is when we got the Odell Beckham Jr. poop story. That he paid an escort or a hooker to poop on him.
Yeah. What year?
Did that really happen?
In 2020.
It was a story.
I think we were just so desperate for anything.
And we somehow have let that go to where Kempspin doesn't even remember it?
Nah, I mean, I don't remember this, to be honest with you. And he laughed it off here.
Especially in the era of COVID? You want someone pooping on you? Poop all that COVID on you? On his chest or where? Where do we poop?
I don't know. I mean, I just know there was the Chuck Berry story. Was the glass table. So I don't know if that's standard or what, but yeah, he denied it.
Wasn't the lady in Atlanta doing that to somebody? Remember the show Atlanta?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't on Earn.
Well, I thought you'd run with that. That was a big deal.
I don't remember this barely. I barely remember this at all.
Okay, move on, Blake.
Moving on.
That was a bad note.
Okay, sorry.
Do you guys remember? Do you see Odell Beckham and you're like, poop guy?
Didn't he grab it with one hand?
See?
Yeah, there's a great Photoshop in there somewhere, I'm sure.
All right, 2021. I think this was more of a Dan bit, but this was the year of the Cowboys' Hard Knocks. And Dan wanted to focus on, there was a running back named Jaquan Hardy, and the cameras zoomed in on his notes from the meeting, and I couldn't find the picture, but it was just like, protect the ball.
It wasn't detailed.
Like, I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, it wasn't out of, pass protection or what to do in this scheme. It was just, don't fumble.
Yeah, now Jerry, not exactly known for his detailed notes either.
Yeah. And then a bad bit from this day in 2021, and it's taking picture of your adopted kid like you just had a real kid. And maybe that's bad phrasing of real kid, but this is this is a Pete Buttigieg where he got in the hospital bed with the surrogate like he had the kid.
It's the framing of it. It's not having an adopted kid.
Like he's in the stirrups and everything.
It's acting like you birthed the child in distress in a hospital bed. That's what people were yelling at him over. They were
I think it's beautiful. I think it's great when he rides to work with his beautiful lover.
Trump had
in the back.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I can't recall if I've seen if hetero couples do that when they adopt or not a baby or not. I mean, you're not going to do it if you're adopting like a 8-year-old.
Right.
Like you're not like put them in your lap and
swaddle him.
I wouldn't imagine that. But
now, was that the Pete Buttigieg
you're going to just do regular
sperm?
photos.
Does that make it different if you use your own sperm?
Does it make
He got in the bed though. That's too far.
I mean, because the bed is implying the woman. The bed is for the woman. It doesn't matter whose sperm was there. The bed is for the woman going through distress. So, as much as like a parent as a gay man can be, I don't know that they need the bed in the same way.
Is the
And I remember he was wearing like hospital clothes too, and it just didn't.
As if he was. Yeah.
That feels disrespectful to women to me.
And they said he got an epidural too.
He's like, well, I'm here. I don't know. Can you guys... Dude, that'd be so fun. If I were a gay dude, I would definitely play that up. Be like, God, I'm craving Wendy's. They're like, you did not have a baby. I'm like, dude, it's just Rocky Road all day for me. This little nugget holding the kid. Oh, I don't remember where we were headed with that.
Elsewhere, we have today's birthdays.
Speaking of Rocky Road, I did for real make ice cream. The Ninja Creamy thing is legit.
All right.
It works.
You were with your kid, right? You're not just doing this by yourself?
No, but remember, like, Brunig had given me a bunch of recipes and stuff, and I finally did it. It's some game changer.
In today's birthdays, we say happy birthday to Etsy CEO Adam Romo.
Oh.
Hey.
Did you send him a cake, Blake?
I did not.
Blake is Adam Romo's nemesis. Adam Romo is very amused by Blake, and I think Blake hates Adam Romo.
Blake is not going to let anybody pin him down. The more you want Blake, it's the Chinese dick trap. You got to let him be.
But Adam Romo knows that he makes Blake uncomfortable and loves it. It's one of the weirdest relationships I've ever seen.
I agree. I agree.
He might be Adam Romo's twink. Also, happy birthday to the Cowboys' new Rich Dalrymple, Tad Carper.
Well,
I don't know how I know that. Well, no, in many ways, but not.
There's some ways.
In
He's
like
not
99% of the ways.
War room photographer. They
But
left
good
that
dude.
role. They
No,
left
not
that role
part.
vacant.
No, yep.
He's the media guy. I don't know what his title is. Leody Taveras, 27, former Ranger.
Sorry.
Did I see that he's still in baseball?
Yeah, he's with the
Like,
Mariners.
This year? Right.
He's probably in the minors. Terrence Williams, 36, Jake.
He's got a good Kim spin.
He's got a couple of them, but the funniest one was certainly when he crashed on that little scooter in Frisco, and Brad C. set the Hard Knocks theme to it.
Yeah, great video. Because the cops were right behind him, right?
He was going like 8 miles an hour,
He's
running from the cops, and then just fell over.
Garrett Cole, 40.
Dude.
40?
I'm dying.
Matthew
I'm dying one
Dellavedova
day
is
at a time.
35.
Wish I could play that audio.
Latrell Sprewell is 55.
Garrett Cole is not 40.
I was going to say, there's no...
Do I have that wrong?
He's 35.
I hope so.
Oh.
That's a little better. I was going to say, like...
The hell? What was I looking at this morning? I'm going to go back to Garrett Cole right while we're talking.
Who was before... Who was after Leote?
Dellavedova?
Latrell Sprewell?
Latrell Sprewell?
No.
Terrence Williams?
There you go.
Garrett Cole.
35, Dan.
I liked I liked how Terrence Williams foot raced someone outside of a strip club.
That's a good one, too.
Because all it took was somebody say, I think I'm faster than you.
Yeah. There was a period of time where Terrence Williams was getting arrested outside of strip clubs quite often.
Jeffrey Lurie, 74. Didn't he marry like a hostess, restaurant hostess?
He married a woman who was already here and did not have to be acquired via the USPS at all, no matter what you think. Here, let's have...
Are you saying she looks like a mail order bride?
I'm refuting
I think that's terrible
suggestions
that you
that
would say
people
that.
like you have made in the past. This is dangerous, but I have a bit
I
here
only
with-
did it to test you.
I have a bit here with Terrence Williams and Ahmad Dixon.
Yeah.
Terrence.
He was a bit. He was a safety for Baylor.
Because Terrence wouldn't speak on his own. He had
Yeah.
to get one of his Baylor buddies to do the interview with him.
So I went and played music for them to see if they knew the songs. Donovan and I. Let's see what.
How long can we?
You can listen to this all day and you're not going to get it, are you?
Hell no.
Stairway to Heaven?
They gonna sing on it? This beat sound familiar.
Does that have lyrics?
No, listen, dude. It's on my. Yeah. The beat.
This beat sound familiar.
Is it in a rap?
Fast forward a little.
Yeah. I don't know that song. Oh, shit.
The light bulb's going off.
This is a good bit.
Oh, come on, man. That's the most popular song in the history of music.
Stairway to Heaven.
Oh,
yeah.
I heard it on the movie. That's how I know.
I'll take it. Let's keep going.
Oh, man.
Probably some code switching.
Get out of here.
Let's see what we got here.
I heard this song before.
They probably play it at Cowboy Stadium.
I've heard this song before. Hold on.
That means it's terrible.
I have to hear the dude when he first come on.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm screwed out. Yeah.
Here, fast forward a little bit. Nothing?
Okay. Anyways, that's fun.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. We probably like the worst too.
Okay, there you go. Anyways. They don't know any of your songs, Whitey.
Bernie Sanders is 84.
Thank you. I give up.
Martin Freeman is 54. He is, I think, actually he's in he's in Fargo for sure. He's Tim from the British Office. And he's like real big in something like
Doctor something.
Hobbit?
Doctor
Strange.
Doctor Who?
Hobbit's Love. Strange.
Doctor
Who?
He's something in one of the big giant movies.
Oh,
movie
yeah.
series.
Oh, no.
Not Harry Potter, but like
The
one of
Hobbit?
other ones. Is it The Hobbit? Anyway. Don't
He's
care.
Bilbo Baggins.
Bilbo Baggins. The Hobbit.
The Bilbo Baggins. Never seen a second of those movies, Dan.
Clearly, I have not either. David Arquette is 54.
Scream.
Married Monica.
In real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
TV personality Kennedy is 53.
Man.
So I thought this was Kennedy from MTV, and it is.
Yeah, she's on Fox.
But it turns out, yeah, Kennedy from MTV is now on Fox Business or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That seems like a weird mashup.
No, she did the normal bit that you're supposed to do, right? You know, when you're a kid and everybody's like, you get older, you're going to be a Republican. Well, she did it. She kept the glasses, too. So, she's hot.
Brooke Burke is 54. She was from E! Network's Wild On. And she won Dancing with the Stars.
Man, all time.
Dancing with the Stars.
You were having to buy 8 packs at once value socks from Brooke Burke Wild On, my man. We were boosting the garment economy.
Mina Kimes is 40.
Respected. You're not supposed to say that. I was going to say that she's really good at her job, but it felt weird after I was like, the lady you mentioned before, I just used to jack off relentlessly to.
Never to Mina Kimes?
No.
Would you like? Do you like her? Is she? Do you like her bit? Do you like your job?
Do I like her bit of knowing a fuck ton about football?
Yeah.
Yes, I think she's very, very good at what she does.
Okay.
Very, very good at it.
Would you like to be with a woman who knew way more than you about football, or would that bother you?
There's no chance I could put up with that. There's no chance.
Is it better to be
I'm
with
not
someone?
Man enough. If it could be anything else, it could be baseball, it could be the NBA, it could be anything else in the world. There's no chance. Like if she was like,
Dak only beats bad teams,
and that's the thing. Yeah, I wouldn't be because she'd be right about Cowboys stuff, and there's no way I could handle that.
So it's better to have, like my wife will walk in during the Super Bowl in the second quarter. She's not watched a play all year. And she's like, why are they throwing it so much? Or something. You know, like she has hot opinions right away.
Quarterback gets sacked. He should have thrown it there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there is a good wife sports. Like whatever they do, you're not going to like it. They're just trying to get by and not get hit based on the data we were talking about. They just have to put up with this. Because my wife watches me now and gets sad. She's just like, well, look at him. It must be hard for women to watch. Like, they know.
Is that like you watching her cry at Downton Abbey?
Yeah, probably.
Like, and you think it's silly when she's crying when she sees Downton Abbey on the screen. The big screen for the first time. The same way she thinks you are when
Micah gets traded.
Rapper birthdays include Wiz Khalifa, 38. Slim Thug, 45.
That is the boss of all bosses, my friends. That's a good one.
Pink is 46. Jonathan Taylor Thomas is 44.
Simba.
Wonder what I bet he's
JTT.
Gaten Matarazzo is 23. That is Dustin from Stranger Things.
He's all grown up.
I swear, man, you used to just ride your bike to the mall.
What are they going to do with the show? Is it over?
I've
I'm
literally
actually
ridden
interested.
my bike to the mall. They have one more season. It's coming out this year. And yes, he's 23, and I think they're
hooked on
portraying
fentanyl.
Yeah.
He's going to an Alabama game.
I have two more. This one says Kempspin. Politician Mark Foley is 71.
Mark Foley's not the wide stance. That's Larry Craig. Mark Foley was having sex with congressional pages, I want to say.
Yeah, pages.
Which I only know that term exists because they were getting fucked, right? Like, I think they're just interns. But you only heard about the pages when there was a scandal.
He's like, I'm just having sex with them. It's not like the Chandra Levy thing.
Right, you know where they are.
Who's
right?
that, Gary Condit?
Yeah,
all right.
It's great.
This also says he was an anti-gay congressman having sex with his mail pages. So.
Oh, with his mail pages.
Oh, no, it was. I should have been clear.
Yeah,
This was a Republican. No, I'm just playing. But,
Okay.
it was.
I thought it was with the
younger.
young girls. And I wanted to see. I was like, "Well, what's the problem?" Oh, okay. It's
the luckiest
it's a
page. I'm actually now very interested in what happened to JTT per your
me too
inquiry. Just fell off the face of the earth. Good
that's
for him.
only so he can come back. And this birthday of the day is for Blake. Mitchell Whitfield is 61.
The Dexter.
Look him up, Blake. You'll be very excited once you see it.
Why can't I type?
Predicting Mitchell Whitfield will be very exciting.
Did your computer freeze?
No, did yours?
What happened to JTT, folks?
Ninja Turtles?
Oh, my God. This is embarrassing.
This is how you're going to end the show?
That is Rachel's ex-fiance in Friends.
Oh, Barry? God.
Stop knowing Barry.
Okay. Yep. All right. He's got an old picture up now. I didn't recognize him, but yeah, going back. Yeah, this is the dentist, Barry.
I hate that about IMDb.
Yeah, put him when
if
they
I
were famous.
IMDb, a guy's name, if you click on when he was in Friends, show me a picture of him in Friends.
Yeah.
Don't show me a picture of him when he's 80.
It's bullshit.
I won't rest until this is changed.
Get
Born
away
on
with
This Day
this.
Now Dead, Ron McKernan, also known as Pigpen Corby. He apparently was with the Grateful Dead. What do you guys think of the Grateful Dead?
Jake loves them now.
Pretty solid.
So
do you love them?
I mean, they're really good. I don't know if I love them, but they're really good.
Why don't you go see them?
Yeah, why don't you marry him? And Dead on This Day Still Dead, I give you S. Truett Cathy.
Thank you for all you've done for us.
This is
serving
birth
sandwiches, but
control
not on
or-
Sunday.
Oh.
The founder of Chick-fil-A. And that...
Being closed on Sundays?
Pretzel bun, baby.
That's good.
That is today in history.
I went to Chick-fil-A this morning. What's anybody going to do about it?
Closing remarks are going to be brought to us by Frankel & Frankel Personal Injury Attorneys. Man, if you get
333-333-3333.
That's right. Well, first go with 214 or 817, and then dial all threes. If you get in an accident, you're, tangled with the insurance company, you can't get what you need out of them, you call the Frankels. If
You're rushing to play a show for Rolex, who's angry with you.
A crane falls on you out of
You call the
nowhere.
Frankels.
I would
Say,
call the
"We have a
Frankels
show to
right
play,"
there.
And
I didn't even talk to an intern when we called.
You
Not
will
with him,
talk
you
to
won't.
a partner. A partner. Either Gene or one of the Frankels. So, Frankel and Frankel, folks. Please get in an accident is what we're saying.
got a bit of a drive home today. You're feeling a little bit of a lull.
And when
Fall
you do-
asleep at the wheel.
When you do,
Maybe have some road rage.
call Frank. Your choice. Dealer's choice on how you get in that accident.
Yeah, if somebody wants to be a hero and go around like a strike team just causing accidents and leaving the Frankels card around town.
They'll be the one that Frankels are going to sue you if you go cause those accidents.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, what if you're
Take one for the team.
Yeah, what if you're a tech billionaire?
Right.
Listening to us right now. Why don't you go out and get in a couple accidents for us?
Do us a favor.
And get sued by the Frankels. You'll see how good they are.
And just
Come on,
start
Elon.
just flashing threes everywhere that you go, causing mayhem and more.
Can we end, when we do end the show, which who knows, could be hours from now, would you
No
guys
way to
play
know.
our closing song? We always have a song that just kind of ends the program. Would you just play one of your songs or whatever you
Sure.
want? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess, man.
Do we want to promote anything?
Yeah, we got some shows coming up. First of all, we have a new album out. We'd love for everyone to check it out, called Getting Down. And then we're playing the Addison Oktoberfest September 19th, Fat Daddy's September 26th, CD release or album release at Josie Records October 11th, and the Bartonville store October 12th.
Man.
Getting Down. Can I send that to my daughters to take a listen to?
Sure.
I mean, you
They're
can.
gonna love it.
Is there any particular one song
No,
that you'd say this is the one?
no, because our motto is we're your mom's favorite band.
Yeah.
So they're gonna hate it.
I would say Getting Down the title track, though.
Okay.
I would send that one.
You would not be against that.
Johnny, you wrote it. Are you okay with them ripping it apart, ripping
totally
it to
fine.
shreds?
Well, how do you know they'll do that?
Just in case.
They might like
it's
it.
on brand.
History.
Yeah, I'll take any kind of publicity that we can get for that.
Okay.
So rip
Okay.
it up or love it.
Well, I'd like to say thanks.
Don't get your hopes up.
It's not on my record. It's
Thanks
on
for
our
having
record.
us here. This is awesome. This whole setup is awesome. And you have any closing remarks, Jake, for the Prophets and Outlaws, or do you kind of hate
Do I kind of hate them?
Yeah, I
No,
know.
no. This is a great time. Do we want to give a website or anything?
Profits
Nah, just look
and
it up on your
outlaws.
phone.
No, just Instagram.
Just keep
phones.
going back there and just say, is Dumb Zone one of their big...
Keep refreshing.
Nope, it's not there yet.
Not there yet.
Well, we appreciate the music, guys. I hope we can use that college football theme quite often.
Yeah. Prophets and Outlaws.
Yeah. That's what you need.
Oh, got to do this, and then they'll start playing, right?
Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
These headlights and highways, all of this time and all of this pain. I remember leaving home, waiting on a sign, smiling through the pain. 3,000 miles to not get paid. Reaching in my pocket for a change. But if I did it for the money, would you feel this good and you wouldn't be down? Sometimes she's a mine, sometimes she ain't. I was chasing that fire, but I'm too late. I'll catch you when it comes back. I'll catch you when it comes back around. If I did it for the money, would you feel this good and you wouldn't be down? I might not get there, baby, I've been there all along. I might not have been right, but I ain't never been wrong. If I did it for the money, wouldn't feel this good anymore.